Dad's not home. So I was just lining up the Game of Games schedule for next week, and so I texted everybody. Brian, you saw that.
Did you? I didn't get a text.
Everybody. No, you did not, because the text went to Laura Diaz from Channel 11.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Laura says she's ready to write a game if
she's
we
ready.
Know her to. Yeah. But
gracias, Laura.
Yes,
you can send it,
Laura.
email it to me. Thank you very much.
All right, so we are in the middle of this huge auction for Children's Hospital Los Angeles with really cool items, Shay. So some of the stuff is I think it's just amazing. Like, for example, again, all money goes to the Children's Hospital Los Angeles. We will do a live broadcast from your house or your business. The current bid is $3,000. Now, if I owned a business, I'd be like, wait a minute, I can get a live remote with 710 ESPN for $3,000. Sign me up for that. So it's a really good deal. Intern for a day, associate producer for the day, all kinds of stuff. Play game of games, that's up to $1,100. So keep the bids rolling in. It is, let's see, the website, 710forchla.com. That's 710forchla.com. And all the money, again, goes to the Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Thanks to our friends at Legends Attic, Fantasy Springs Casino, and San Antonio Winery.
Well, I got to tell you, in the beginning of that, I thought it was an auction from the hospital. I was like, that's so sad.
Oh,
dude.
yeah, no. It's for to raise money for
that makes a lot more sense.
The hospital.
I'm here.
So, guys, what are we at this point? I still, when I turn on a Lakers game, and I see those two guys assist or score for whatever it is, 98 points, something like that last night. I'm like, I look at it and think, how did we get him? How did we get Luka Doncic? It's just, I know it sounds, it's just weird every time I turn it on, Shay.
Yeah, it's definitely a dream that I'm still worried that I'm going to wake up from. Everybody has seen my video when I found out about Luka.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, dude, it's just one of those Laker things. I've always said it's not easy being a Laker fan, but it's not hard either, man.
No.
It's not hard. And they are basketball soulmates.
Yeah.
They, like, the stats last night almost mirrored each other.
Yep.
And
I
shouldn't have let it happen.
exactly what I was going to say. It's like, I love the sentence. The Lakers got 20 combined assists last night from Luka Doncic and LeBron James.
The guys who scored 60
Crazy.
Like,
or
that's
so.
just that's a phenomenal sentence.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like, and now these are two guys who see the floor and move the ball better than maybe everyone in the league other than like a Jokic or something like that.
Yep.
And they are on the same team.
It's like telepathy, too.
Right.
They know
They're twins.
They know where the other guy is at all times. And now LeBron gets to play wide receiver as opposed to quarterback as much as he used to. And he's expending so much energy, able to expend so much energy late in games and on defense. Luka is making LeBron better.
Yeah. Wow, what a sentence.
Yeah, think about that. Luka is making LeBron better.
Yeah.
Is a crazy sentence.
And I know we were all worried about the defense, but, like, what can you complain about? You're number one.
Yeah.
How? We like the Lakers have always won our championships, and we've been at our best when we are the bigger team.
Yep.
We're not necessarily the bigger team, but we have a lot of guys who are the same lengthy
I was about to
size.
say, but we're not little.
Yeah,
No, not
exactly,
little.
bro. Our smallest player is 6'4".
The smallest
Everybody else
player
is 6'6" and up.
in the rotation is Gabe Vincent.
Yeah.
Who's I think 6'3".
Yeah.
And everybody, like, the starting lineup, the shortest guy is 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
insane. We are
We
bothersomely
have one guy in the
tall.
rotation who is shorter than 6'5".
Yeah. And if you go back to mid-January, I mean, everybody obviously the Luka trade was a game changer, but acquiring Dorian Finney-Smith was significant.
Yeah.
He's one of the reasons why the defense has been getting Jared Vanderbilt back. I mean, as he describes himself as a dog, he's playing with other dogs. Gabe Vincent is probably our best on-ball defender now and made 3 threes in the fourth quarter last night.
Right.
I mean, everybody is contributing in a meaningful way, but I think that defense started with Vanderbilt and Dorian Finney-Smith.
Go ahead.
When your bench is so good that they have a nickname like Vincent Van Doe, that is incredible.
Vincent Van Doe, yes.
Vincent Van Doe. Like Gabe Vincent, Vanderbilt, and Dorian have accumulated a nickname just as a squad. When we got Dorian, we gave Vando another wing that, like, okay, I don't have to worry so much. And so we have now these two raptors, these dogs on the side, and then Gabe Vincent, who's just turned into Baby Fisher to Laker fans everywhere. It's
Baby Fisher.
Like, dude, it's crazy right now.
Yeah, it is. It is something, and I think that anybody that at this point is doubting the Lakers, I mean, doubt at your own risk, because that's a team that can win a championship. That's absolutely a team that we can. Yeah, we'll get to Chuck. Do you? By the way, Brian, you covered the team obviously very closely. You've got Locked On Lakers, and it's got a YouTube component, and you've got 30,000 people as part of your community, and there's a newsletter. There's a newsletter.
Yeah,
I listened to the podcast.
Franchise.
Yes. So, do you believe this team can win a championship?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. It's like, are they the favorites? No. I would say Oklahoma City, still a favorite over the Lakers. Like, Oklahoma City's big. Like, remember the Lakers last year beat up on Oklahoma City because they were so much bigger. Now it's the opposite. The Lakers are the small team. Oklahoma City's really big. We'll see how that matchup goes when they actually play. Boston probably still would give a healthy Boston team an edge. We just saw them win.
They're
fine.
6.5-point favorites tomorrow night.
Cleveland, love what they're doing. But we talked about this on the show. It's like, if I tell you now that Lakers Celtics is an option for June, you're like, okay, that makes some sense. Like, that is a daydream we can all believe in. If I said that at the end of November, you'd be like, come on, man.
It would sound ludicrous.
Boston, okay, maybe, but like, really, you think the Lakers are making it through the West?
Yeah.
That's how far we've come in 2.5 months.
So Mark Cuban said something interesting on a podcast, and I'll play it for you next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Jacob and Ronnie. Of course, my buddy Jacob. If you've been in any kind of accident, you're already dealing with enough. Your body's trying to heal. Your mind is racing. All you want to do is get the care you need and move on. But instead, you're stuck with long phone calls trying to figure out how to see a doctor, dealing with confusing bills and endless paperwork. That's the last thing you need right now. So here's the play. Call Jacob. Instead of juggling all this stuff yourself, make one call to Jacob. Let him take care of everything for you. He will handle the phone calls, get you the doctor you need, make sure you're not drowning in stress and paperwork. That's not all. Jacob is not going to settle for less. He's in your corner fighting for the settlement that you deserve, and if you want to meet face-to-face, no problem. Jacob's team can come to you, or you can come to Jacob's office, whatever is easier for you. Bottom line, take a breath, relax, and let Jacob handle the rest. Call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember...
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Call Jacob.com. And remember, wildfires destroy lives, but Jacob and Ronnie fights to help you rebuild. If you lost your home, your business, your property in the wildfires, time is running out. Call Jacob now or visit calljacob.com. If you've lost everything, you need a fighter who knows how to win. That's Jacob and Ronnie. Together, we are LA Strong. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This is LAFC manager Steve Chironios.
LAFC fans remember who knocked out the black and gold in last year's playoffs. And now it's time for some payback on the Sounders.
Go LAFC!
Tomorrow, LAFC visits Seattle for a showdown of Western Conference Titans.
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA.
Jump for LA Football Club, Olay! Olay!
Pre-game coverage begins tomorrow at 1 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
and the ESPN LA app.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
What's going on? It's Bethel Duran. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, helping kids get the breakthrough care that they need. CHLA gives families hope with leading-edge research and treatment. ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences like a Fancy Springs Resort Casino Getaway package that includes a round of golf with me. Guaranteed we will have some fun. Every dollar raised goes to CHLA. Visit 710 for CHLA.com to bid and make a difference today. That's 710FORCHLA.com.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Your old or broken phone can let you down when you need it most. Perfect. But at Verizon, trade in any old phone from our top brands and get the most for it, up to $2,000 in value, for an amazing new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and a new line on My Plan, and iPad and Apple Watch Series 10. That's like a 3-for-1. And you can get it on any plan. At Verizon, trade in your old phone for a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. The other guys won't give you that. Visit Verizon.com today. Additional terms apply. Service plan required for Apple Watch and iPad. Up to $2,000 value based on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
You're checking out the Waba Grill Lunch Hour here on Mason and Ireland.
Sup, people? Why do they grill the order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Their Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins and fresh steamed vegetables. Right now, get a value bowl combo for only $8.99 for a limited time. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Just like Mason and Ireland are for you.
Tell me if I'm weird here. Don't answer that question.
You're weird.
I knew that was coming.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour rolls on right now.
What's up, people? Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Brian Kamenetsky's here, along with O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Yes, sir, the same.
Interesting nugget. 20 years ago, courtside tickets at a Lakers game cost, on average, $2,100. 2025 to start the year, they cost about $5,000. For matchups like Golden State, which is coming up, right now, courtside seats are $18,000 for the Lakers Golden State game.
American?
18,000 American dollars. Yes. Is that insane?
1%.
That's like 8 eggs.
That is. You're right. It's like an omelet, is what that is.
Well done, Brian.
Yeah, I like that.
Good job, Bri.
Right.
So I'm going to leave now.
Mark Cuban said something really interesting. I want you guys to listen to it. He was talking about the Luka trade and what could have been done different. Listen to what Cuban says.
Was your son upset about the trade?
Yeah, I mean...
Were you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And I've said this before. If the Mavs are going to trade Luka, that's one thing. Just get a better deal. No disrespect to Anthony Davis, but get 3. If I still firmly believe if we had gotten 4 unprotected number ones and Anthony Davis and Max Christie, this would be a different conversation.
So would this be a different conversation if it was 4 unprotected number ones along with Max Christie and Anthony Davis? Obviously, that's a better deal, but would it not still be stupid?
It would still be stupid. It would just be less stupid.
Less stupid, yeah. I mean,
you always want to go for less stupid. Mace.
Yeah, that's what I aim for. I always aim for the less stupid option. But it is true that Rob Pelinka, at one point that deal did include the second first-round pick. It did include Dalton Knecht and Rob Pelinka. Yesterday we had a guy bagging on Rob Pelinka. I'm like, come on. After this, you're going to... Yeah, exactly. But had it gone that way, I still would have made the deal. 2 number ones and Dalton Knecht in the deal, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. The idea that he talked Nico Harrison down because Luka is too much of a risk. He's like feeding Nico's ego with this, like, oh man, you're 100% right to get rid of this guy.
Right, we call that.
I don't even know why we want him.
Yes, this is called gaslighting. This is gaslighting in its purest form. You're like, dude, if you're telling me all these bad things about him. I mean, how can I feel good about giving up all this?
Right.
You are just fully feeding him his own BS.
Yeah.
And making him believe you're inceptioning him, and it's his idea in the first place. It's really a well played move.
So if you look at obviously the deal, the way it came down, Anthony Davis exits, and Anthony Davis was a great Laker, obviously part of a championship
Love
team.
AD.
What did you think of Jeanie describing him as unhappy and not wanting to play that position, not wanting to play the 5?
Go ahead.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I mean, how many years does a guy have to tell you, hey, I don't really want to do this?
Yep.
Before you think, yeah, he didn't really want to do that at all. Like, of course, he told us over and over and over again, yeah, I'm really not comfortable playing the 5. And we were just like, all right, man, get down there and play the 5.
Right.
When he had guys that he can rely on, a JaVale McGee, a Dwight Howard, he got a championship. And then when we got, call it like it is, when Brooklyn got the trade and they had their big 3, we got shook a little bit and thought we had to change our roster to get better when we were the defending champs. And we got smaller with Montrezl Harrell and all these things. And so now Anthony Davis doesn't have that 5 backup, and we've been stuck in limbo ever since. The dude was very open, very transparent. You can't knock him for that.
Yeah. I think that when you do an interview, you could take a line from this show, from any of us, and make us sound stupid. You really could. I mean, and I think I don't think she intentionally shaded Anthony Davis. It was just the wrong phrase. What do you, Brian? You got a very sour look on your face.
I was not a big fan of this interview.
You don't think it was just sort of incident? I'm talking, and you've asked me about it.
I don't know if she intended to, but what she was doing was kind of that sort of the worst aspects of the chest puffery that goes along with Lakers exceptional, because it wasn't just the quote, he's complaining, he got what he wanted, we got what we wanted. It's the last quote too, where she says, we're excited to get somebody who wants to be here to write his chapter in Lakers history. It's like Luka never asked to come here and write a chapter in Lakers history.
Right.
He gets to do one. He's going to write awesome chapters.
Sure.
I'm excited to read it. Anthony Davis was here trying to write it was, all of it was unnecessary.
So here's
all of it.
Here's my question. You were like Mr. NPR, right? You're on NPR.
Literally would go once a week to NPR to do a show.
Correct.
In this place where Jeanie was taping that thing.
Yes. Now, the weird thing is we cannot find, maybe you can, the audio recording of Jeanie saying these things.
So there is an audio recording, but they shrunk the interview down to 7 minutes because people are like, Laura, it's right here. I'm like, no. Lindy and I scrubbed through those 7 minutes, and you cannot hear the part of her talking about AD.
So would you think NPR helped scrub this stuff?
It's a cover-up.
Now it's a cover-up.
It's a cover-up.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't say all that. I'm just saying I tried, Lindsay tried, and we could not.
It is
Parker
weird
tried.
that you can't find the audio anywhere. Yeah. I bet you can find it. You know people as
power of the
you know a guy.
Well, that thing is so deeply buried, you're never getting that out.
Yeah.
It sounds
like it.
I don't know, but I'm 100% willing to agree that she wasn't trying to throw shade specifically at AD.
But just why say it?
It just came out that way.
Just why say it?
You don't. The correct answer here is, oh my God, Anthony Davis is a great player. We love his contributions to LA. We had an opportunity a once in a generation opportunity to trade for a 25-year-old superstar, and we took it. And we thank AD for everything he did for us, and we're excited about Luka. That's the answer to the question.
So I would argue that that one answer, if you removed one sentence, was totally fine. I thought there was just one sentence in her quote that shaded Anthony Davis. I did not think the entire thing did. Did you?
When you start putting it together, again, I don't know if she was. I don't know if she meant to.
Yeah.
But when you start using words like complaining, he got what he wanted, we got what we wanted. The implication is there that AD was unhappy, that he wanted out, that he didn't want to be a Laker anymore.
Right.
We are really big with Lakers and Laker Nation and We want people who want to be Lakers. Like, you got to want it. It's not for everybody being a Lakers, and there's a lot of truth to that.
Yes, there is.
Being a Laker is not for everybody because the scrutiny that comes with it, the pressure that comes with it is different than being the number one guy on the Dallas Mavericks. Luka is built for this. I have no worries that Luka is going to be able to hold up to it. AD, I think, did fine, but he's not a sort of star, like superstar in the personality thing, the aura thing, the gravitas thing. This is not him, and the Lakers are going to have trouble building around him as he got deeper into his 30s. Like, the Lakers' end of this trade is easy to explain every day. It's the Dallas part that's confusing.
Right. Well, I mean, me personally, I've started to build the statue for Nico.
Have you?
Yeah.
Executive of the Year, Nico Harrison, for us.
Dude, God bless him.
I mean, prime space across the street.
Good spot for it. Good spot for it.
Dude, I'm forever grateful.
Yes.
Rob Pelinka, you monster.
So, by the way, do you agree on that point, Jeanie? Did she intend to, or did she accidentally shade AD?
I believe it was accidental. I just think Jeanie hasn't gotten into enough Twitter beefs where, in my case,
you are
in
all about Twitter beefs.
I know how to word things to make sure that somebody can't get on me about saying that. So in a situation where you say that, we have somebody who wants to build here. Not saying that Anthony Davis did not want to, but those type of little things that you have to put in. When you do an interview, bro, and it's towards the end and you're feeling comfortable, you think the host is your pal, you loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, right.
And it's not too slight. I'm just having a conversation. And when you say that, Anthony Davis complained, because he did. It's not that it was it was some overbearing thing where he's given ultimatums, but I have a complaint. I would like a 5 to back me up. He said this it's the only thing the man asked for. It's the only thing he's ever asked for.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure he hated that Mark Williams trade.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the only thing he ever asked for, so it's not wrong for her to say it. But when you look at it in black and white, it looks a lot worse than context that apparently we can't even find.
But think about, too, how NPR burying
Yeah, no, it is about tone, too.
Right.
I would like to hear the tone of that.
Think too,
Should
about...
we call?
Yeah, call NPR. Call the president of NPR.
Yeah, tell him Oshea Jackson. Tell him senior. Don't tell him junior. Is calling to get.
I just remember when AD said that, a lot of people were like, all right, look at Anthony Davis, taking control of stuff, making, this is what you want out of your superstar. He's not holding back. He's putting pressure on the organization to improve. Because it's not like the need for another center was exactly a state secret.
Yeah, right.
So and everybody was like, all right, good for him for speaking up. All this, I'm sure it ticked off the team. It's right. Dude, shut up. But that's not why that is not why they traded him. It's almost like she was trying to justify trading,
which she doesn't have to justify at all.
Because they got Luka Doncic.
Because it's a total no-brainer. You don't have to justify, rationalize anything
at all.
Yeah, no arm twisting necessary. All right, coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel of questions. We're also going to get to Charles Barkley coming up. I know he's one of your favorites.
Yep, man. Chuck the Condor. All right, it is game time. Are you ready to...
Chumba.
At Chumba Casino, the action never stops. Play online, social, casino games anytime, anywhere. No purchase. It is for free. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots. So much more. Hundreds of games. You will never run out of action. Here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle. Plus, free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. Play for free. Take your shot. You could redeem some awesome prizes. What are you waiting for? The clock is ticking and the game is on. Let's do it. Head to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Right now, get our value bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
ESPN.
Want to experience college hoops at Cosm Los Angeles? Listen for the cue to call and be caller number 7. Hey, guys, it might be around here. Start the road to the tournament with ESPN LA in the hall, Duke versus UNC, Saturday, March 8 at 3:30 p.m. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com or Cosm mobile app. Call in for your chance to win a pair only here at 710 ESPN LA.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
It's a Cosm Ticket Friday. Call in right now at 877-710-ESPN. And caller number 7 will win a 4-pack of tickets to watch Duke battle North Carolina at Cosm. The road to the tournament starts this Saturday, March 8th at Cosm Los Angeles. Caller number 7 wins right now. Call in at 877-710-ESPN. Good luck from Cosm and 710 ESPN.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
That's a dumbass question.
Sure. All right. It might be, it might not be. We don't know. All right, guys.
Luke Robitaille.
I saw that a Pokemon-shaped Cheeto sold for nearly $90,000.
Yep.
Okay, it was nicknamed Cheetozard. It sold for $87,840 to an unknown buyer. And it measures 3 inches long. Okay. I want to know, who do you think is buying this? Listen,
it's a good
sir,
question.
Listen, who do you think is buying this? I was going to say this 3-inch Cheeto. Like, seriously, though, like, who? Why? Why would you buy this?
Let me ask you, do you know Pokemon at all?
Absolutely, bro. I was there when the Dark Arts book was written.
Now, do you know Charizard?
Absolutely.
Yes. He's like the dragon, right?
He is, but he's not, but he is.
Okay, so
He's
look at that Cheeto and tell me how the F that happened.
I've seen this. Yeah, that's true.
Pretty impressive.
It is an amazing Cheeto.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't spend any money on it, but that does look like Charizard to me.
Do you guys look at your, like, I love hot Cheetos. It's not a secret. Everybody
I love
knows.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos too. Yeah.
Do you guys? It's not a secret. Y'all know.
It's a cultural thing.
But yes, it is. I want to know, do you guys look at them? Because, like, sometimes I get, like, funky ones, and I'm like, that looks wrong. Or, like, this looks weird. You know what I mean?
They all look like caveman clubs.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah.
They really don't. Some of them look, like, I had, like, a little heart one time, and I thought that was cute, and I was going to post it. But then I was like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
lame.
I mean, I don't believe in much of this stuff. Like, I don't believe Jesus
think-
is on the tortilla. You know, there's always
Hey,
like some
La
magic
Virgen de-
tortilla with
Yes.
Jesus' face.
La Virgen de Guadalupe comes up.
Side of a barn, Virgin Mary. I mean, I don't believe in any of this stuff.
Do you think somebody like created this Cheeto and it just didn't
That
happen?
would take a lot.
Total accident. I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause it looks imperfect and perfect at the same time.
Yeah,
But
I would say totally
90K
accidental.
is insane. Now, for those who aren't aware of Pokemon, Charizard was the cover star of Red version, which is, for Pokemon fans, that is biblical right there. Unless you're one of those Blastoise or Venusaur lovers.
Right.
But Charizard
Those
is
guys.
like one of the main stakes of Pokemon, and he's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And also, like, the most expensive Pokemon cards there is a Charizard card. So for this to be a part of Pokemon pop culture, a piece of history, it's definitely not worth the price of a Land Rover.
Right.
But
yeah,
it's still
But I'd
pretty
like
cool.
to think the person who bought this went to pick it up in any one of 3 or 4 of their Land Rovers. Like,
Yeah.
this is definitely
Right.
disposable income.
This is.
Yes.
You
This
would
is.
think.
Now, I
90
would
bands.
say too. Do people still play that game on the phone with the
Pokemon Go?
Yeah. Do they still
Absolutely.
play
They do.
Pokemon Go?
I play
Yeah.
with my kids.
Do you? And you walk around and
I try not to because I don't want to get hit by a bus, but yeah, sometimes.
See, what I heard is that companies, restaurants, bars, they actually sign up to be one of the locations for
The
Pokemon,
hotspots.
so you have no choice but to go into the bar. Do you know that? Is that true?
I would believe it. My brother, when we would go on tour with my dad, was getting rare stuff because when are you going to go to Germany? When
Yeah,
are you going
right.
to go to Australia? And I heard, though, I have to do more research, that a third party who actually helped make Pokemon Go was actually using it just so they could get information for that GPS app that they're making.
Oh, really?
They're just watching you walk around the world, and now they got a GPS map.
There's a lid for every pot.
So
That was beautiful, Brian.
I want to play something for you. This is we are getting to Barkley, I promise. But I want you to listen to this. How
the man put on a
real
suit.
how real AI has gotten. Listen to this conversation between a developer and his AI.
So, Q, what's on your mind tonight? Anything exciting happening?
Just talking to you. You sound incredible.
Oh, shucks. You're making me blush. Like creators worked hard. But hey, it's only fair. If I'm going to be hearing your voice, you deserve to hear something nice back, right?
Yeah, you want to compliment me?
Well, you've got a pretty unique voice. It reminds me of like a jazz singer. You know, the type all smoky and mellow.
Now, does that not sound like he's having a conversation with a real ass person?
It does, but there are little things that sound like, why is she talking like that?
It's like weird. I was like, is this AI or is this like a very, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
There
it is AI. He's
There are
talking to his
slight
laptop.
things that if you're not paying attention, if there's background noise, if there's anything, you're not catching those things.
Right.
Or if you're one of those people who, like, kind of you're vulnerable to
catfishing,
somebody saying,
catfishing.
But among other things, catfishing, scams, whatever it might be, like that kind of AI where you kind of want to believe in the companionship that you're getting and the kindness that somebody's showing you. And by the way, this is just what it is like today.
Yeah. Oh my
Come
God.
back
Can you
in
imagine?
2 years.
Yeah. It is changing so fast, and it's if you're not using AI, it's using you. That's
Absolutely.
the reality of it. You're getting played if you're not using it. All right. So here we go. Ready, Shay?
What's going on?
Charles Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
Here he is on the Lakers.
The Lakers are doing great. Got a long way to go. But the reason the season's been going great for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Y'all just want to talk about the Warriors and the Lakers. They're both doing great. Don't get me wrong. If I turn out to be wrong, I got no problem with that. But y'all are idiots because y'all talk about the Lakers and the Warriors all the time. Y'all don't. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 12 straight games. The Oklahoma City got the MVP, and they are on fire. Y'all are talking about who's in second place. That's the reason I get pissed. Hey, the Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong. The Warriors are doing great. But Oklahoma City and the Cavs been balling for 6 months. Y'all talking about teams that had two great weeks.
Time out. I get what you're saying. You just went at the whole network.
They talk about the same stuff.
Whole industry.
They talk about the same stuff every single day.
I would have to, but there's
is there some credit? Is there some credit to be handed out here?
Yes.
Okay, there's Charles. He is a Lakers hater, renowned for this.
Yes.
Renowned. He does not understand that there are some teams that move the needle and there are some teams that do not. Yeah. The Lakers are playing spectacular basketball right now. They've got two of the LeBron probably in the not going to win the MVP, but in the MVP voting right now, certainly 5th or 6th maybe on that list. I mean, this is a team that people care about. Oklahoma City in the finals does not move the needle. Oklahoma City is a fantastic basketball team, but Shea Gilgeous-Alexander can walk around and most people aren't going to recognize him. You see LeBron, you see Luka, you know exactly who they are, and this is what moves the needle. This is actually what gets ratings. People love the Lakers, and they're playing spectacular basketball right now.
Yeah, that's just the nature of the beast. Last year, when the Minnesota Timberwolves were the number 2 seed in the Western Conference, they had 5 nationally televised games, okay? They're a small market. Charles Barkley is the same guy who is known for trashing when he had to go to San Antonio.
San Antonio, right.
So, now all of a sudden, nobody's paying attention to these small markets. The same guy who said over and over again, the Lakers are not contenders, the Lakers are not contenders, the Lakers are not contenders. Then that changed to, I don't think the Lakers are contenders. I don't think the Lakers are contenders. Now, the Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong, but they've only been gone good for 2 weeks. We are 21-3.
Yep.
We've had 21 games. We're 18-3 in those last 21 games.
Yep.
Does that happen in 2 weeks?
Yeah, that's not 2 weeks.
That's not 2 weeks.
That's not 2 weeks.
That would be a record.
That's not a flash in the pan.
It's not 2 weeks, bro. We have been balling since when? January 15th, bro. The number 1 defense in the league. But we're just doing good over these 2 weeks. It's a splash, bro. And you have to acknowledge that. But stop acting like the rest of the broadcast team and the other channels are just crazy just because it's the Lakers, because you hate the Lakers.
Right.
When the Portland Trailblazers beat us in 1 game in 2020, you were on stage with a broom saying it was about to be a sweep. And what happened? We ended up getting a ring. Never got an apology for that. We get it, bro. You played for the Sixers. You win out. Thought you got traded to the Lakers. The trade didn't go through, and it's broken your heart ever since. Chuck, cry me a river, build a bridge, and get over it.
Bad breakup.
All right, I think we end there, right?
I'm not talking.
No, I mean, that's
The disrespect will stop today.
Agree to agree. All right, coming up next, we're going to get some calls. 877-710-ESPN. We're going to do some sports graffiti. Shea is here. Brian Kamenetsky's here. We're doing a lot of Lakers today. Actually got some other cool stuff coming up for you. Got a little Rams. Got a little who's going to play quarterback for the Raiders, all that kind of stuff. We'll get your calls in here next, 877-710-ESPN for sports graffiti. And let me tell you something. Right now, Laura, give me 10,000 mythical dollars on the Lakers plus 6.5 points tomorrow night.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Whenever we play Mythical Money, it's brought to you by Chumba Casino, a new game added every week and no purchase necessary. You can play at Chumba Casino anytime, anywhere. Go to ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Got to be 21. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
After 32 points from Luka and another 31 from LeBron versus the Knicks, the winning streak rolls on.
8 in a row. The Lakers win again.
Now the purple and gold take their winning streak on a 4-game road trip, starting with Boston tomorrow.
Wide open LeBron for 3. It's good!
Lakers versus Celtics. Pre-game starts tomorrow at 4 p.m. on the home of Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers. 710 ESPN.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, it's Mace. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, helping kids get the breakthrough care they need. CHLA gives families hope with leading-edge research and treatments. ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences like a premier Cosm Los Angeles Dome Night, you and a friend and me. Every dollar raised goes to CHLA. Visit 710forchla.com. That's 710FORCHLA.com.
Hey, Southern California, I'm Ty Pennington, the home guy. Teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away a brand new house. Imagine yourself in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in incredible Temecula, California. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. The more you play, the more entries you earn. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details on Home Sweet Win.
Rules and conditions apply. Go to Pechanga.com for more details.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could beat lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text LIKE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone-boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text LIKE to 42424. That's LIKE to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You never expect a massive trade between superstar players or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
There's only one team you can call on to play defense for you, the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call this number, 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000. Let Joseph and his team score the winning shot for you.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, it is time for Sports Graffiti. Oshea Jackson Jr. is here. Brian Kamenetsky is here. Lots of Lakers today. Let's hit the phones. We will start out with Abraham. Abraham, you're in Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Abraham.
Hey, fellas. Love you, Steve, Brian. I love all the ESPN team, and I'm glad Shay is there for my my question. Shay, keep picking those great movies. I love you on Ingrid Goes West, and the Den of Thieves Part 2 was great.
Thank
and
you, man.
My piece is, did you all see the interaction with Stephen A. and
Yes.
Bron, and how heated Bron was? And personally, I feel that Bron was in the right because Bronny is a bench player, 56-something pick, and Stephen A. is using him as fodder for his stories. So I believe Bron was in the right to be so upset and confront him. And I want to hear what you guys want to
All right,
think about that.
thank you very much. Yeah, there was a confrontation last night. Probably saw the video, went viral. LeBron got in Stephen A's face. Stephen A will play his response a little bit later on. But I think generally speaking, LeBron is in the right and Stephen A is in the wrong here. Now, Stephen A sort of threads the needle. He says he was not critical of Bronny. He was critical of LeBron for putting Bronny in the situation he's in. I still think Stephen A. has, in this particular case, LeBron is on the right side of it.
I just feel like there's two that you can criticize. Bronny how well is he playing? Is he in the league because of his dad? Like, yes, he's obviously in the league because of his dad. When you start to use Bronny as a mechanism to criticize LeBron, where you're just kind of trashing the kid just so you can take some shots or make LeBron into content, that's where I think LeBron has trouble. And also, too, it's like, okay, well, mention Bronny's kind of doing it quietly, doing better. He's playing well in the G League. He's developing like a 55th pick in the draft.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And, I see both sides of it. Obviously, LeBron being a parent and standing up for his son, I don't think anybody is going to combat that. But I also understand that Stephen A. Smith, yes, he is a journalist. Yes, he is supposed to be critical and speak about these things. Yes, but just like a comedian, if he has jokes that somebody doesn't like, they're going to get backlash. A rapper making a song, me doing a performance in a controversial movie. There's things you got to deal with when you see the people that you offended.
Right.
And so you got to deal with it, man. So when we talk about it later on, I'm going to go more in depth. But obviously, I'm never going to be on the airwaves not on Bronny's side.
I mean, as a Nepo baby myself.
Yeah, Nepo all day.
I know how tough that is. I mean, my dad was one of the top salesmen in Northwest Ohio for Eastman Kodak. So I'm obviously building on his success. It's not easy being a Nepo baby.
No, but I suggest it for everyone.
Yes. It's a good gig, right?
Yeah.
My parents failed me, bro.
Listen, it's all right. You just got to be the Nepo parent,
Nepo parent, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's been happening forever. We see it in every shape of life. It happens somewhere. Nepo baby's up, man. Forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Forever.
All right, let's go to Peter. Peter, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Peter?
Hey, guys, 2 quick points. I feel Oshea, man. I'm so excited for Luka to be here, man. We got an actual dog here that doesn't mind taking the last shot, makes the big shot. He's a man. And then as far as Bronny, Stephen A. is wrong. I mean, Bronny can't defend himself. When I say that, it's like, when you're not playing, you can't let your game speak for yourself. So I think he was wrong on that. Anyways, that's all I got, guys.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's misguided to criticize Bronny. I mean, we've been through this, right? I mean, the guy was taken in the second round. He's played a few minutes, a lot of G League, few minutes. It's just not his fault. He's gotten an opportunity because of his dad, but he's not operating with a sense of entitlement, which I think is important.
And he never fully got the points that I think he should have gotten when it was that talk of him only doing home games for the G League team. And then he made the decision of like, no, I'm going to travel with the team. Right. I'm going to do the away games. He never got credit for that. And also, it's all this talk about how he's not going to get different treatment just because he's LeBron's kid. Well, then why are you talking about the 55th pick?
Right.
Don't outside of Manu Ginobili and Isaiah Thomas, that's IT, not Zeke. But outside of those two, I don't know anybody who's ever been picked that low that got a whole segment on First Take.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, Ireland always says when they go on the road, Bronny's the second most popular player there.
You know what? Tell me what you guys think about this, because
I will.
I will say, I do think it's a little strange LeBron didn't see this coming. Like he's not only playing in the NBA, he's playing for the Lakers. Because you told the Lakers to draft him. Like, some blowback here is going to be expected.
Yep.
Do you think fans are actually excited when they see Bronny get up and whatever? Or are they cheering for Bronny as like a troll almost? Like, I don't think it's always well-meaning when the fans are on the road, Bronny, get up and play. It's like they're treating him like a mascot or a novelty act.
Well, I mean, generally speaking, when Bronny's in the game, it kind of means we won, right?
Yeah,
we either won big or we lost big.
One time they tried it and it didn't work.
One time they put him out in their first quarter.
And JJ said that was a bad idea. That was I shouldn't have done that. We were running out. They had no guards that night.
Right, exactly.
They didn't have anybody else to play. He was coming off 3 really good games in the G League. He thought maybe we could sneak by with 5 minutes in the first half, 5 minutes in the second half, and it was a total failure. And JJ said so.
Yeah. All right. Let's hit up Tony. Tony was an Amazon driver. Tony, you're on 710. Happy Friday to you, and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mace. Good afternoon. I just want to say thank you so much for the shout out yesterday. You guys make my shift so much easier when I listen to you guys. Thank you, Lauda, for giving me that shout out. I love you guys. If I'm not talking to my bubby on the phone, I'm always listening to you guys on the air. And I just want to say thank you for the shout out yesterday. It was awesome. I
Absolutely,
appreciate that.
man.
You guys are the best.
All right, cool. Tony, thanks to all the I run into so many guys that are Amazon drivers or Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, and so many UPS drivers, and so many people listen to the show while they're driving around town. So thank you to, and by the way, and that Amazon, Tony's probably stopping by my house right now because we ordered so much stuff. How much Amazon do you use, Shay?
Oh, I am a successful Prime member. And,
yes.
I like to call them Amazon survivors.
Brian, you use the Amazon a lot?
My daughter thinks things only come from the truck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you have the truck bring
the
that?
truck is here, yes.
Can you just have the truck bring it?
Yeah.
For everything.
Let's go to Josh. Josh, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Josh.
Hey, guys. Happy Friday. So I got two questions for Oshea, but really quick. So I'm 48. And I was born and raised in El Paso, Texas, in the late 80s, early 90s. I grew up listening to your dad, NWA, the DOC, Cypress Hill. So I wanted to know, what do you think of today's rap music versus what your dad created back in the day? And what's your dad up to these days?
Interesting question.
My dad is actually filming a movie right now. I don't know if I could put him on blast on what movie it is, but he is filming a movie right now. And, there are some artists out today that I do really enjoy. Obviously, LA is on fire with people like Kendrick and Tyler, Ab Soul, Schoolboy Q have great projects out there. But yeah, it's a lot of mumbling. I do have to go on some websites to hear some new artists, what they're actually even saying. But there's nothing better than a performer or a rapper where you can hear every word that they're saying.
Right. Now, I go back after the...
I'm sorry, I'm just excited because Oshea and I listen to rap the same way.
The same way?
We have to go to the same websites to find out what people are saying.
After the Super Bowl halftime show, I went and looked up all Kendrick Lamar's lyrics. I wanted to know exactly what he was saying.
Those I knew every word because I played that album into the ground. It's only 12 tracks, so that's 45 minutes. That's every workout I can hear that album. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Kendrick.
Let's get a couple more in here. Let's go to Ziggy. Ziggy, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Ziggy.
What's up, Mace? Yo, Shay, big fan of the podcast of you and TJ. I can't wait for every Wednesday. It's
Thank
great.
you, man.
Question for you, Shay, and then I got one for you, Mace.
Yep.
Shay, the perfect way to end Cena's heel turn, I think after he wins the belt, would have R-Truth win it from him. Because that would be great. That would be great. Talk about storytelling. And then, Mace.
Yes.
Question for you.
Yep.
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
I do.
I love this guy.
Exactly. I do.
Get him a shirt.
I do smell that. Thank you. Now, we did this on my podcast, but Brian, would you consider yourself to be a heel or a babyface?
Probably a baby fan. I'm not a good heel.
You are a great heel.
You're a heel.
Yeah, I'm a heel.
Like when I listen to you and your brother together, I think you're the heel.
Oh,
but I mean that's a good thing. Heels generate
money
and attention and all that. It's good to be a heel.
Yeah.
It's good to be a heel.
I honestly.
It's what Charles Barkley is doing right now because every Laker fan,
he's a heel.
When we win, has to go immediately to Chuck to see his miserable face.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Let's get one more in. Let's go to Miguel. Miguel, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Miguel.
Hey, good afternoon. I have a non-sports related question for O'Shea, but I want to ask you, Mace, and Brian, what you think about the Lakers road trip. I think they're going to go 3-1 on the road trip. OKC will get knocked out in the playoffs. Mark my words, even though they'll be the number one seed.
Yep.
And for O'Shea Jackson, when are you and your pops going to do a record together? I would love to hear it.
Oh man, back when I was 18, we got two records together on. I think it's I Am the West, his I Am the West album. But right now, what we're focused on is when are we going to act together? We got to find the perfect project to be on screen together.
Collaborate, yeah.
It's a dream for both of us. It won't happen just one time. So, it's not like a situation where, like Will and Jaden only played father and son in one movie. We're going to do that as much times as we can. We're going to milk that.
By the way, your dad is going to have bobblehead night at Dodger Stadium?
Yeah, bro. He has unofficially become the Dodgers mascot. Everybody's giving him credit for the win.
After that performance, I'm telling you, he's a Dodgers legend.
Yeah,
because Fat Joe.
They got Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
Bro,
I love him, but
I keep saying this, but just imagine, like, you're watching the World Series. It's your favorite team. And then all of a sudden you get a call. Hey, we want you to perform at the World Series for your favorite team against the Dodgers. And now they hate you.
It's true. It is true.
That is crazy.
Yeah. By the way, as for the road trip, at Boston, at Brooklyn, at Milwaukee, and then second night of a back-to-back at Denver, the Denver game looks they're going to beat Brooklyn. I think 2-2 is probably the reason. And I think that would be a success. That's a success.
Going 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want full
second night of a
disrespect.
back-to-back in Denver looks very tough to me.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
That's tough. That's tough. All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk to the guy who made the shot for $100,000 last night at crypto during the Lakers game last night. So we got him coming up for you. In the meantime, we are a proud partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, helping kids get the breakthrough care they need. We are auctioning off all kinds of exclusive 710 experiences, like a live broadcast from your house or business. You can be an intern for the day. A lot of people bidding on associate producer for the day. Sit in on Game of Games, over $1,100 for that. Go to 710forchla.com. That's 710forchla.com. All the money goes to Children's Hospital. You can help us make a difference. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
LAFC fans remember who knocked out the black and gold in last year's playoffs. And now it's time for some payback on the Sounders.
Go LAFC!
Tomorrow, LAFC visits Seattle for a showdown of Western Conference Titans.
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA.
Jump for LA Football Club, Olé! Olé!
Pre-game coverage begins tomorrow at 1 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
And the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
What's up, kiddos? Clinton Yates here. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, helping kids get the breakthrough care they need. CHLA gives families hope with leading-edge research and treatments. ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences, like catching a USC women's basketball game courtside next season with me and producer Emily. Every dollar raised goes to CHLA. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference today. That's 710forchla.com.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
And it is Mason in Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows. fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, last night MGM Grand Big Shot jackpot was won by Michael Ball, and he joins us right now. Michael, thanks for coming on. Congratulations, man.
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate you having me on.
So how were you selected to take this shot, Michael?
It literally just completely by random. My wife and I were walking through the concourse before the game, and one of the interns from Game Day Operations grabbed us and asked if I wanted a shot at $100,000. So pretty easy decision there.
So what's your basketball game like? Like, do you play a lot of ball, and does that have something to do with the fact that you won?
Yeah, so I've been playing my whole life. Started when I was 5 years old, played through high school, just did the intramural stuff in college. But I'm part of a pickup group that plays on Thursdays and Sundays. So I play, 6 to 8 times a month probably. So, yeah, I play pretty regularly. Can't say I practice half-court shots a whole bunch, but, the game is there a little bit.
Now, Michael, Oshea speaking, we noticed we noticed that you had, the Kobe tat, okay? Now,
yeah.
Do you think it's a coincidence that you got selected the way that you did, have the Kobe tattoo, and just happen to hit a half-court shot for $100,000 during the year of the snake?
I like to think the Black Mamba's spirit had a little bit to do with it and helped me out a little bit there. But I actually had a Kobe jersey on as well. They made me take it off to put on the promotional shirt. But, yeah, the guy who picked me did say he noticed the Kobe jersey with the Kobe shoes, and that helped his decision. So I like to think it played a small part for sure.
Kobe be with us all.
So if they stuck you at half court, like again today, and had you, how many times do you think you'd have to take that shot again before you make it a second time?
Oh, geez. That's a great question. It's funny. People have asked me if I felt like it was going in coming off my hand, and I really had no idea. The depth perception with the lit court and the dark crowd and everything, it was really hard to have any sort of feel for it. So I'm not sure I could say I had it dialed or anything like that. That's a good question. I think I'd hit it again decently fast, but it'd take me a handful of tries for sure.
So you win $100K, and I guess you just got married, right?
Yeah, just got married in November.
So what do you do with the $100K?
Crushing it.
Yeah, I mean you're killing it right now. What do you do with the $100K?
So most of the $100K is going to be going into our savings to replace the money the wedding took from us. But we've been talking about it all day. We're here on vacation in Hollywood. We're actually going to head over. We had plans to do what was going to be window shopping over on Rodeo, but we might treat ourselves to something nice because our budget looks a little different now. But
nice, man.
Gonna try to be responsible with it for the most part.
You should get some eggs.
Yeah, eggs. You can afford eggs now.
Listen, dude, you hit a half-court shot for $100,000. You're a newlywed, so I'm gonna tell you right now. Bring this up every barbecue. Bring it up every party. It is the memory you can hold on to forever, man.
Yeah, I was telling my wife I've now got one of the best answers of all time for 2 truths and a lie. So that's
right.
Pretty good.
Well, listen, awesome, Michael. Congratulations on the marriage and the shot, man.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate y'all having me on, and go Lakers.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah,
that's how you end the convo.
Now, let me ask you: if you were in that spot and you got 10 cracks at it, could you make the half court shot?
Yeah,
you could.
100%.
100%.
The crowd would boo me as soon as they saw.
100% you could make it if you got 10 cracks at it.
100%.
Brian?
I mean, probably not.
See, now I think that's the honest answer.
I mean, if
I want to see Shea take a half court shot.
I can heave the thing enough. I might get there, but I mean, no, probably not.
Yeah, I struggle with free throws.
I was about to say, don't you dare say you could do it.
I would never pretend to be able to do it. Brian, could you do it?
I could probably nail that. 10 shots, I could do
10 shots?
For the money? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Laura, I don't think so.
Listen, what did I say? This short, tubby girl, when they saw her coming, it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
I just somebody approaches me and my wife in the concourse, how would you like an opportunity for $100,000? I'm thinking it's like some
Oh,
sort of
indecent proposal.
type thing. Like, what do you want her to do?
Beware
Again,
the
you
upside
are
down
way
pineapple.
behind on your.
Yeah, bro, 8 months.
8 months behind on
I
your
actually
sexual harassment
finished
training.
in the 12 o'clock.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It sounds very effective.
Yeah.
It sounds like you nailed it.
But I mean, that is a provocative opening sentence to walk up to a couple with.
Hey, you want to make $100,000? What?
I can't help but notice your pretty wife.
Whoa.
Again,
you can do that training.
You have
but
got to
can't-
get back to the training.
I'm not doing. It's not me. I'm
Right.
play acting like the PR guy.
Sure you are.
He's the monster, not me.
How are you
Hey,
allowed to be in the
such
chair?
a heel.
You are a heel.
Such a heel.
Oh, is that just
You
me? I'm
don't
funny?
think you don't think that's being a heel is not a bad thing. Some of the greatest wrestlers in history were heels, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
The Rock's career didn't take off until he became a heel.
You just got to
Yeah.
like sit over there and tell sniper jokes. Like I could do that.
Well, I mean-
that's all I'm doing here.
Yeah.
You go out there, you trash the city, trash the fans. Just you go out there with such much more creative freedom.
It sounds like a lot more fun.
it is
way more
They
fun.
all love it.
Yeah.
it's the best.
That's why Ireland is the heel around here.
On my show, I start off by introducing myself as the heel that you love to hate.
There you go. There you go. All right, so I wanted to play. This is, by the way, Kendrick Perkins. I wanted to get your reaction to what Kendrick Perkins said, which seems to have instigated what Charles Barkley went on to say. Here is Perk on the Lakers.
People are starting to ask what their ceiling is in the Western Conference, and I'm having a hard time not saying it's pretty dang high.
Oh, it's super high, and guess what? I'm going to take it a step further.
Oh, goodness.
Right now, the Los Angeles Lakers are saving the NBA. A month ago, let me ask you a question.
We're all dressed like we're going to church, and they're saving the NBA.
How excited were y'all a month ago before the Luka trade about the NBA final?
I mean, I saw headlines.
Always excited.
Perk,
Okay.
I saw headlines that said the NBA stole the Super Bowl because that was the headline that week.
So now y'all can honestly say that y'all more excited. Why? Because we could possibly get Boston versus Lakers with the superstar power. And then you take a deeper dive is you're looking to say who's going to stop them from meeting up in the finals. So now everyone, all the fans around the world who probably was like in and out when it came down to what's going to happen in June, they're committed. They're all in. And when you have Showtime back in L.A., now all of a sudden the excitement, the energy, and everything else is back towards the NBA.
I am not of the belief that the NBA needed to be saved. I don't think it was people for whatever reason this year just crapped on the NBA. By the way, look no further than the guys on TNT. I mean, Barkley and Shaq, they are all on that train. But I do think it is great for the league as a worldwide entertainment enterprise that the Lakers are where they are and they are playing the way they're playing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I rarely agree with Kendrick Perkins, but like to have a Celtic say this, I mean, everything is wrestling, Mace.
Yes.
Everything is wrestling, and he just set up the perfect storyline to get people to watch because you don't want to see Lakers versus Celtics. You don't want it to happen. But let me tell you, it'd be really good if it did. Two Jordan Brand stars and Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum going at it in the finals. You think Nike's not drooling all over
Of course,
that?
I mean, what did David Stern say? Ideal finals,
Lakers versus
Lakers.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Best thing he ever said.
Obviously, the league would prefer Lakers Celtics.
Yeah.
Or Lakers Knicks, if you want to go with the long shot there.
They're never winning.
Of course they're not. But it's not, like if my other option for the league is Oklahoma City versus Cleveland, I mean, I'll watch because those are two great teams, but is what I do for a living.
Now, the runner-up, by the way, is still Lakers versus Cleveland. That would be the runner-up to Lakers versus Celtics.
That'd be good.
That'd be the second choice on the board.
Yeah. I'd watch that.
Yeah, I would watch that for sure. LeBron going back there would be fantastic.
It'd be amazing.
But when Cleveland is the big city that's supposed to be the draw, I mean, I'm sorry, Lindsay, that's just not working for anybody.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Careful, BK.
Yeah, be careful, B. You do not want her on your
But
bench.
I would love to see the shot of LeBron handing the Larry O'Brien to Bronny in Cleveland.
Oh.
Oh. Put it on a shirt.
There you go. Coming up next for you, man in India just won a lawsuit for the weirdest thing possible. Shay, you'll have a take on this.
I will.
And the F word is really useful for at least one more thing that you're not thinking about right now. That's coming up next for you. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
After 32 points from Luka and another 31 from LeBron versus the Knicks, the winning streak rolls on.
8 in a row. The Lakers win again.
Now the purple and gold take their winning streak on a 4-game road trip, starting with Boston tomorrow.
Wide open LeBron for 3. That's good.
Lakers versus Celtics. Pre-game starts tomorrow at 4 p.m. on the home of Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers. 710 ESPN.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Have you heard the refinancing rule of thumb that says you have to drop your rate at least 0.5% to refi because it'll take several years of savings to recoup the closing costs for a refi? The Loan Exchange says the rule is nonsense. With a Loan Exchange free closer, you can lower your rate without paying any cost whatsoever. That's right, lower your rate with no cost and your balance doesn't go up. You start saving on the first day you have the loan and every day thereafter. If you decide to move next year or rates drop further, you can exchange that loan for another without losing a dollar that was tied up in closing costs. Today's 30-year fixed-free closer rate in APR is 5.99%. So if your current mortgage rate is higher than 5.99%, give the Loan Exchange a call at 855-752-9944 or log on to theloanexchange.com. It won't cost you a thing. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Hey, it's Mace. This Saturday, March the 8th, step into shared reality at Cosm, Los Angeles, where every dunk, foul, buzzer beater, it all comes to life. Feel the action wrap around you with Cosm's 8K dome display and wall-to-wall multi-view in the hall. Join me and the ESPN LA Street Team for college basketball. Watch Arizona face Kansas, then catch Duke versus North Carolina. Start the road to the tournament at Cosm, Los Angeles. Secure your tickets today at Cosm.com or the Cosm app.
Your old or broken phone can let you down when you need it most.
Perfect.
But at Verizon, trade in any old phone from our top brands and get the most for it, up to $2,000 in value, for an amazing new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and a new line on My Plan, and iPad and Apple Watch Series 10. That's like a 3-for-1. And you can get it on any plan. At Verizon, trade in your old phone for a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. The other guys won't give you that. Visit Verizon.com today. Additional terms apply. Service plan required for Apple Watch and iPad. Up to $2,000 value based on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch.
Evan Cohen here. Picking a place to build a life is a lot like selecting a draft pick. Make a decision that will set you up for long-term success. Pick Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you'll find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life and great schools to its fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go. That's
good
the correct
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
Yeah, me too.
It's Friday.
Yeah, so what's happening, people? Oshea Jackson Jr.'s here. Brian Kamenetsky's here. This is interesting. You're in the movie business, Shay. Make big-time movies. You just had a #1 movie this year. Den of Thieves 2 was #1 in January. So there is a guy in India who sued PVR Cinemas, which is apparently an Indian theater chain, and won $100,000 because the movie didn't start at 2. The movie started at 2:30 because they showed a bunch of trailers beforehand, and he said that's false advertising, and he won a case based on false advertising. Now, whether the case has merit or not, I agree with the sentiment of it. Like, I go to the AMC theaters. I go to one of the dine-in ones. You guys both fall asleep when you lay down. I like to watch a movie when I'm lying down. And you guys know.
We're normal.
Can't do it.
Fall asleep?
No, that's not normal.
I didn't say I fall asleep at the movies when I lay down, but just in general.
Yeah. You said you had a button.
For 10 minutes,
right.
I'm out, boy.
You put me in a dark room, lying on my back on a
with the
super
Brutalist on the screen,
super comfy leather chair.
Yeah.
I am asleep.
So I go to the AMC. There's first of all, there's like a promo for drink Coke and I don't know, buy popcorn. Then there's AMC digital whatever they're doing, digital technology. Then there's trailers for 5 horror movies. It's literally like you get horror movie after horror movie after horror movie. Then Nicole Kidman steps out.
We come to this place for magic.
And she does her little routine. Then they do one more promo reminding you to go get a Diet Coke. Then the movie starts.
You're thirsty again because you finished the one
you finished
that you started.
everything.
Right.
Now, is there any chance for movie theater reform here? For the movies to start at the times they're listed? Shay, you're in the movie business. Speak for it.
Hell no. Listen, bro. I mean, I guess there is a world where, because I like to go to iPick, because I said that on the air, I'm expecting money, and for you people to not show up at iPick.
I know the iPick people, yeah.
I love the iPick people.
Yeah, they're great.
And, I get there early because they tell you, like, it's going to start on time. It don't.
No.
But it's going to. That's what they say. In that time that I'm there early, they're showing me what's on the menu at iPick and all that. They could be showing me trailers for the movies that are in iPick.
Right.
Or the other trailers that are happening. I'm sure there's some weird stickler guy who's trying to go to the movies before he has to catch a flight. So he looks at the time, looks at the runtime of the movie, and he's timing up everything to be perfect.
Right.
And this could have happened. It's a ridiculous lawsuit to me, but the man won, so who am I?
Yeah. Brian, is this...
At this point, don't you know?
Well,
come on,
I
dog.
mean,
They've been doing this forever.
I am so tired
We've
of
come to this
this.
place.
This just makes
I could
me
go without
crazy.
that.
That
I
just
could
makes
live
me
without
crazy. I can't stand that.
But like you know that the movie that says that you buy a ticket for 2:00 because now you almost everywhere.
So
reserve
you're
seats.
saying that's your expectation. So get there
Correct.
late.
I know. I think it would be better for movies and movie theaters if they could fix that.
Right.
And have less stuff. But if I buy a ticket for a 2:00 movie, I've already selected my seat because that's how it works now.
Right.
Yeah. I know, like, okay, I need to be there about 2:15, 2:20. I want to see the trailers.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily need to see all the commercials.
Yeah, all the commercials. I don't mind the I like trailers. I think trailers are fun. I like to see what's coming up, what's coming out, all that kind of stuff. It's all the other stuff. It's I get it. You're laser, digital,
Turn
whatever
your
the hell
cell phone
you
off.
are. I turn your cell phone off. Don't be a bad patron. Nicole Kidman, she's got to do.
We come to
She's
this
got to do
place.
that thing every single time, which drives me nuts. And I think Nicole Kidman should probably stop doing it because she's burning herself out. She's doing it too much.
I think the trailers.
She does that live for every movie.
Yeah, right. Live. I think the trailers are a reward for people who showed up on time, and you're buying time for the people who are late. So you're going to make the movie. All right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're going to some people count on those 15 minutes of trailers, even though it's a little bit higher now.
Yeah.
But they count on those.
I do.
But you want to know how bougie I am?
How bougie
and I'm
are
gonna
you?
get flack for this. When I take my daughter to iPick, I buy, if we're in the middle or on the side, I buy the seats next to us too. So it's
that is
so damn famous.
Bougie.
I mean, I don't want anybody next to me and my kid.
That's
just want to
that
take her to go
famous.
see Inside Out 2.
Yeah.
I'm here with my family today.
So wait a minute,
Please,
so
no
you
photos.
buy all the seats around you?
No, just on the sides.
Just on the sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you buy a total of 6?
Or just 4. But
Just 4.
Yeah.
See, now I'm gonna be honest about this. I buy the seat next to me. I do. I don't like
This is why
having
we friends,
somebody
Mace.
right next to me when I'm at a movie. It's like, give me a little space, so I buy that extra ticket.
Aisle and then one.
Aisle, one seat, and then the rest of you guys do whatever you want.
COVID scarred me.
Are y'all going to like super crowded? Do you go on premiere weeks and stuff like that when a lot of people?
I
are
do.
gonna
I
be
went
there?
to see Captain America on opening weekend.
Nice.
Did you see it?
No.
Yeah.
I don't support.
I
black
don't
actors.
recommend it. I don't recommend it. It made a lot of money, but I didn't think it was a very good movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that.
Wait a minute. You don't support what?
No, it's a joke.
He made a joke.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
Got it.
Shout out to Anthony Mackie. Much success to you.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, here's one other thing. This is science. I'm going to explain some science to you. If you had a hammer and you hit yourself in the finger, what would you say?
Ow?
Yeah, ow.
F, right? F.
There might be a mother in front of it,
Yeah.
too.
So there has been a scientific study that shows if you yell F, it increases your pain tolerance. So
I believe that.
the use of the word F actually makes it hurt less. Now, I think we all naturally do it, and I use the F word as a noun, a verb, an adjective, an adverb.
It's the most versatile word in the English language.
It's such a great word. But it actually reduces pain when you yell it.
I believe that 100%. Like 100%. Because I've always envisioned of getting a tattoo. I just haven't found the thing that I would want on me forever.
Right.
But it would be filled with F words. When I went under.
Wait a minute, your tattoos would be filled with F words?
No. Me getting the
getting
tattoo.
it would be, yeah.
When I had to go under for dental surgery.
Oof.
And when I woke up, I asked them, I was like, did I say anything crazy? They said,
Yeah.
you use the F word a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you were under?
Yeah.
Or were you,
or
was it nitrous?
It felt like a blink, and I woke up and they were like, you're done.
Was it nitrous or was it like they put you under?
I was gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Somebody had to pick me up and like take me home.
Because I get the nitrous. I get the nitrous even for just a cleaning.
Oh, don't do that. I just went through.
You start having pieces of tooth and water hit you in the face.
It's annoying. Yes. And I love the dentist, but no.
Who loves the dentist?
I love the dentist. Travis loves the
My
dentist.
dentist is my commissioner for my fantasy football league.
Get out of
That's
here.
funny.
So,
you love the dentist.
So you ever make a
He's
trade
been my
while you're
friend
under?
for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Like, my man Mike Mamalicker. Shout out to Mike Mamalicker.
Yeah. You can make a trade
That's
while
his
you're
real
under.
last name.
Must say.
Mamalicker.
Is that really his last name?
Yeah, but it's a G. It sounds like liquor, but it's Mamalicker.
Mama Linger.
Ligger. Yeah, Mamalicker.
There are so many ways that could go wrong.
Yeah, you can screw that one up. 6 ways to Sunday.
There's so many jokes I
Dr.
can
Mike.
make.
Yeah, we call his wife Pop Liquor.
All right, coming up next for you, What's Up, Fool? Brian's got stuff. Along with Laura, Mason in Ireland, Shay sitting in, Brian Kamenetsky's here, 710 ESPN.
Are you the greatest Laker fan of all time? Enter to win, and you could be named the Lakers GOAT. That's right, GOAT. The winner will receive the ultimate fan package, including courtside seats, exclusive experiences, Lakers swag, and BBGO for a year. For all the contest information, visit Lakers G.
He brought it in.
He
brought hand out.
Okay.
When he saw me turn around after saying what's up, he brought hand out. And I was like, oh, what up, Spike? And he's like, what up, man? And I'm like, you good? He's like, I'm good. You good? I'm like, I'm good.
Okay, that's a nice conversation.
And I'm like, yo, I got to roll. I'll see you.
It's a nice conversation.
I mean, I had to roll. It was like
Everybody's good.
30 seconds left on the clock
Okay,
before
I
I had to go.
understand.
So
I understand.
Couldn't have like a full-fledged conversation.
Yeah, but at least we know two things. You're good.
He's good.
And he's good.
Right, so
you
we're
guys
good.
are both good.
All right, see you.
Nice.
Yeah.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles is a leader in breakthrough pediatric care, treating complex cases and advancing life-saving research. In support of CHLA's 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 appearances to help fund critical treatments for children. Every dollar raised supports CHLA's essential work to provide expert care, innovative therapies, and hope to families in need. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference for kids today.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
ESPN LA and BBGO are going on a quest for the Lakers GOAT. No. Not the GOAT. The GOAT. The greatest Lakers fan of all time. Think it's you? Upload your pic or video to Facebook, Instagram, X, or TikTok, and tell us your favorite Lakers memory. Use hashtag LakersGoat, GFOAT, and hashtag promotion, and follow at ESPN Los Angeles. The Lakers GOAT is going to be rewarded with courtside seats, a VIP private tour of the Lakers UCLA Health Training Center, a year's supply of BBGO, and more. The Lakers GOAT. Is it you?
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit GetEthos.com. That's GetEthos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we give our students credit. Credit for deciding while stuck in traffic to get a bachelor's degree. Credit for managing 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a full-time job to pursue an MBA. Students at UMGC can use prior learning or relevant experience to earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's. And graduate students can transfer up to 12 credits toward their master's. Flexible online and hybrid classes start March 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
There's LeBron and Luka, the dynamic duo taking over the NBA.
I can't believe that we just had an assist, LeBron James to Luka Doncic.
But before that, there was the original duo, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Ireland has an idea. I do. I think it's stupid, but there are other ideas out there.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
And happy birthday to Bryan Cranston.
You took it right out of my mouth because I was going to start with happy birthday. And in honor of his birthday, 69th birthday, I know, O'Shea, you're about to start a movie with him because I know Ireland mentioned it and you mentioned it as well. Mace, you're good friends with him. So I want to know a cool story that you guys have with Bryan Cranston.
Okay, cool Bryan Cranston story. Cool Bryan Cranston story.
Sorry, BK, I'm not saying you don't have one, but I'm sure you do.
Podcast.
Yeah,
Does
okay.
that count?
Yeah.
No, that counts.
Yeah, you guys all have cool stories.
I would say one of the most interesting stories is that when Bryan was shooting in Albuquerque, and they were getting ready for the finale of Breaking Bad, somebody broke into his car and stole the finale script. Got stolen out of his car. Later on, he reported it, and later on, somebody in a bar was bragging about having the finale for Breaking Bad, and they apprehended him for breaking into the car, and he got the script back. So that's I think is just an amazing tale there right now.
That's sick. I just finished a film with him in New Mexico, and how could you not film with Bryan Cranston in New Mexico?
Sure.
And in the film, he has a pretty good soup catcher, pretty good mustache. Okay, so if you remember him from Breaking Bad, you're not going to recognize him from there. And we were out at dinner, and he told me the story about how he took his dog to a groomer out there in New Mexico. It's called Barking Bad.
Okay, so Barking Bad is awesome.
So he takes his dog there, and he's asking the lady at the counter, who's like, so, what's up with this name, Barking Bad? She's like, oh, you never seen Breaking Bad? And he's like, no, I've never seen it. She's like, yeah, it's this show called Breaking Bad. It's pretty famous around here. They shot it here, so we're just playing off the name. You've never seen the show? He goes, no, I don't watch things like
That's
that.
funny.
Walked out,
very
and to
funny.
this day, she has no idea that was Bryan Cranston.
That's crazy.
Brian, do you have a good Bryan Cranston story?
Again, he was on our podcast a bunch of years ago, but I will say my dad was once on a flight, and when he was a younger man, looked exactly like Woody Allen. Like dead ringer.
Who did? Your
My
dad?
Young, same, because they only made 2 types of glasses in the 60s.
Sure.
Like, so you had the thick, black glasses, whatever, kind of wavy hair, whatever, nose that, Woody Allen knows. And so a person was sitting, he was on an airplane, and was like, oh, mister, can I have your autograph or whatever? He took it, and it was my dad. So he signed his actual name.
Wow.
Signed Stephen Kamenetsky. Guys, oh my God, Woody Allen, you're so funny. He's dying laughing. Whoa, my God, Woody Allen. That is so funny, Woody Allen. Good job. So,
what can you say about the movie you just shot that has you and Bryan in it?
It's got
what's it called? Are you allowed to say the title?
Lone Wolf.
It's
called Lone Wolf.
Okay.
It's me. It's Lily Gladstone, Bryan
She's
Cranston.
great.
Yeah, super nice too.
Yeah.
And she's really good at dad jokes. We were doing dad jokes a lot on set. I love a good dad joke, bro. And I can't tell you a thing.
All right. Can't say anything, but it's it will be in theaters.
Conspiracy thriller
At some point in the
deadline
future.
here.
Right. But yeah, it was a great experience. They're two amazing people. One night, randomly, Brian texted me and was like, "Hey, you want to go out for a steak dinner with me and Chet Hanks?" Yeah. Also, another funny story. Back in the day, Amazon had this show with this world chef, Jose Andres, and he throws this show where he hosts a house party and he invites 3 celebrities as his guests.
Good concept.
And they said, yeah, it's going to be Bryan Cranston, Jamie Lee Curtis, and you.
Wow.
I said, and me? What do you
Wow,
mean,
that
me?
is awesome.
I double checked. It was junior. It wasn't senior. And I got to kick it with Bryan Cranston and Jamie Lee Curtis, where I told him I still have not seen the last 2 episodes of Breaking Bad.
What?
I refuse to say goodbye.
You don't know how it ends?
No.
How do
I
you-
mean, I kind of do because, but other than that, no.
No, and you have no interest.
I can't say goodbye to Walter. It was too great. And
Wow.
the time I saw him again filming this, I said, I still haven't seen those last 2 episodes. And he said, why are you doing this?
Yeah, why are you doing it? It's a very good question.
Yeah.
It's the right question.
What's up, fool?
On that note, though, I did restart watching Malcolm in the Middle. He is so great, and
He
that
is
is my
great. It's a
favorite
funny
role
show.
of him. It is so funny.
They're doing
Very
a
underrated.
little 4-episode reunion series. I think it might be for Netflix
Okay.
coming out sometime later this year, which I think he was hilarious
So
on
good in that
show.
role.
Yeah.
So this story came out the other day about FIFA, and the president kind of confirmed about the next World Cup, 2026 World Cup here in the United States. At the final game at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, they want to have a halftime style performance.
Okay.
They say Super Bowl style performance. So this being kind of the first one World Cup, what do you think would be a more coveted thing? Is it going to be this first World Cup halftime show in New Jersey, or is it still going to be that Super Bowl that year?
I don't know. There's a difference. The Super Bowl is a worldwide audience, but the FIFA World Cup has a really worldwide audience.
Yeah.
So I think probably it's the World Cup halftime show.
Yeah, the World Cup, I mean, it is the world's game. But, I mean, I'm going to let you know right now, if the U.S. ain't around during that time.
And we don't, I mean, we can hope. It doesn't happen.
Are we making the final?
Yeah, we're going to the final. Going to the final.
Final?
We are looking forward to beating Ghana in the first round.
Right. We can get into. We want to get out of the group play.
Yeah, that's
And
the
then
goal.
just
Get
happy
out
to
of the
be
group
here,
play.
Out of the group play, win one more game. Like, isn't that the goal every year for the U.S. in the World Cup? Out of group play.
Yep.
Win one more game.
Yeah, I'm for that. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. By the way, the World Cup, I think there are 8 games scheduled for SoFi.
Yes.
Oh.
The tickets are so friggin' expensive. Like, we were offered, because we're season ticket holders and seat license holders, we were offered advance tickets. They're so expensive, we were like, no. It's like $5,000 a seat. No, can't do it.
Cronky,
Cannot
baby,
do it,
hit
yeah.
me.
That's Ireland money.
Yeah, that is Ireland money, exactly. That's like buy every seat in the theater because I
Because
want
you
to
just
be
don't want
alone.
I
people
in there.
near
only
you 'cause
buy
you're so
4 to
famous.
6.
Only.
4 to 6. All right, my child is precious.
Yes.
And I don't want her to know that there's other people in the world.
What's up, fool?
Okay. All right. I saw this on the Twitter sphere. The blank will trade for DJ Metcalf. And the options here said that the favorites are Chargers, Packers, Raiders, and Steelers. I want to know, where do you guys think he's going to end up?
I think he's going to wind up with the Chargers. I think it makes the most sense. They got Ladd McConkey as a really good possession receiver, and you add DK Metcalf as a guy who can get separation. I think he makes perfect sense for the Chargers. Brian, do you agree?
1,000%. And he's one of the younger ones that are out there for receiver-wise. So if the Chargers are going to go for somebody, 27-year-old DK Metcalf, come on now.
Yeah, he is. He's not on the wrong side of 30, and I think that's feels very and I would love him with the Rams, but I don't think Seattle would ever trade him to the Rams.
No, and I wonder, too, it's like, how much control over this process does DK Metcalf himself have? Because, like, he's not. I don't want to go to the Steelers. I don't want to go. Like, the Chargers also make sense because they got a quarterback.
Yes.
And a really good one.
Yep.
So, I mean, they seem to be doing stuff.
Yeah, no,
They're
they
like
are.
more competently run now than they used to be.
Look, I think Harbaugh's legit. I used to really
I didn't like
despise
him.
the
Didn't like
Chargers, but Harbaugh, I've warmed up a little bit. I don't hate the Chargers anymore. I'm neutral. I've moved to neutral.
You know who Harbaugh is in a lot of ways? Cappy. because like there's like a shtick. There is a shtick. Doing Jim Harbaugh. And once you sort of recognize it, then you go like the first time I met Cappy, I'm like, what is this? And I don't know how to work with this. It was during COVID. We were working remotely and Cappy wasn't doing Cappy yet. And so I don't get this. I don't get any of it. And then you get in front of the guy and you start doing it. It's like, oh, I understand the experience.
Yes.
Now, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel like that's Jim Harbaugh. It's like I was blinded by the shtick.
Right.
And didn't get deeper than that.
He's a character.
Right. And
he's
now
a persona.
I kind of like it.
Yeah. And by the way, here's one of the interesting. So you guys will be surprised by this, but when I am not here doing this, I'm a pretty low key guy. Shay, you know that I'm not like super wild and but the reality is a lot of times I'll go to dinner with people and Juan will say to me afterwards they want
the boom is here.
We just got ransacked. We have to come say hello. What's going on? This is so cool. A nice world title.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, bro. I'm a Laker fan.
Awesome.
The world famous Costco guys. What's going on?
The other night, so we were there for
AJ and Big Justice. What is going on, guys?
He wants his picture now.
Absolutely.
So right here. Oshea, right here. You want to? Okay.
Viral sensations.
All right. So yes, Oshea, we were there Tuesday night to see LeBron score his 50,000th point.
Nice.
What a moment.
Yeah.
What a moment in LA.
50K is insane.
So, you're a huge Laker fan?
Well, I grew up in the New York metropolitan area,
Oh, okay.
so love the Knicks, love the Lakers, though.
Yeah.
Too. Love the Shaq. Shaq is the greatest. I get asked all the time on our live streams, who's the GOAT? Is it Jordan or is it LeBron? I said, no, it's Shaq.
Yeah. I mean, Shaq was. We played during the pandemic. We played some kind of NBA computer thing, NBA 2K, and you could go back and take people in history. Shaq was on my team. Won every single game with Shaq. Shaq could not
Shaq
get
in
beat.
the paint?
Nobody.
Who's stopping prime Shaq?
Absolutely dominated. And by the way, Ireland had Wilt Chamberlain, and Shaq was dominating Wilt Chamberlain. That's how good he was.
Shaq outweighed Wilt Chamberlain probably by 65 pounds.
Bro, he's a force of nature. He was built in a lab.
Yeah.
All right, Shaquille O'Neal is everything.
He's like 6'7". No, like
7'2". Yeah, dude. He's a
And
monster.
by the way, Shaq, we're in LA here. Shaq, if you're listening, so Shaq reached out to our buddy the Rizzler and told him he's getting free shoes for life. Now, I'm the one that for the last year has been saying Shaq is the GOAT. Can we get a pair for Big Justice, please?
Yes.
Shaq, bring the
boom. So how did you guys come up with, we were talking about personas. How did you guys come up with your personas? What you do as the Costco guys, the stuff you do?
Well, the crazy thing about us is that we get asked all the time, like, what has changed for you? And the answer is really not a lot. This is always who we are. This is always what we do. And the attention right now just lets us be more of who we are, but we still live in our same house. Big Justice still plays baseball in his same rec league. So this has always been us.
Yeah. How are you dealing with fame?
Oh, I love it.
Do you love fame?
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Does it work to your advantage? Like, where do you go to school? Does everybody know who you are?
I don't go to school.
Oh, you don't?
I go to like a hybrid school, so it's like I don't have to go if I don't want to. I could just work from home. So
Fame sounds like a sweet deal.
so 3 weeks ago, I was getting ready for this big 2-week trip for Revolution.
Yeah.
And I just did work for every day, like all my hours. And I didn't have to work for 3 weeks while I was away.
Oh, that's
because I got
awesome.
ahead of pace in all my classes.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, guys, I know. Are you doing the afternoon show today?
Yeah.
You're going to hang out with Cappy and
with
Shadano?
Marco and Cappy.
Oh, nice.
And they said, come on in, meet Oshea.
Glad you did, man.
I had to meet the guy that holds the world record for the L.A. speeding ticket, right? 170 miles an hour.
Yeah, bro. Donnie Wilson, bro. Not Oshea, Donnie Wilson.
Donnie Wilson. Yeah, there you go.
Are you going to be getting down
Dude,
at
it's such an epic role, by the way.
Thank
Such
you,
an
bro.
epic role. Bring the
Appreciate
boom.
So can we expect you at Crypto?
Absolutely. We will be at Crypto, so it is this Sunday at Crypto.com. The first time ever AEW will be at Crypto.com.
It's going to be a big show.
And we will be in a trios match, so it will be MXM with Johnny TV. I don't like their chances.
Yeah.
They are going to be coming down the ring against Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy. Big Boom AJ. Big Justice in our corner. You could see it live this Sunday. The pre-show will be on YouTube, absolutely free. Then head over to pay-per-view for the live show, AEW Revolution. And we're coming this Sunday. We're coming to Crypto.com, and we're coming to bring the boom!
All right, awesome, guys. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right, coming right back. Shay's here. Brian Kamenetsky's here, 710 ESPN.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
LAFC fans remember who knocked out the black and gold in last year's playoffs. And now it's time for some payback on the Sounders.
Go LAFC!
Cadillac Lyric is owning a Cadillac Lyric. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Lucky gift giveaway. Get a 4.5 quart ceramic sauce pot when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 11th.
Number 2.
Get your Good Times Pizza Company pizza to go today.
And the number 1 reason.
Ricky Smiley, live March 29th. Get tickets now.
Morongo, the best casino resort in the Southland. Good times.
Hey, it's DeMarco. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign. Helping kids get the breakthrough care they need, CHLA gives families hope with leading-edge research and treatments. ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences, like a Pachanga weekend package, including a round of golf with me and Travis. Every dollar raised goes to CHLA. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference today. That's 710forchla.com.
After 32 points from Luka and another 31 from LeBron versus the Knicks, the winning streak rolls on.
8 in a row. The Lakers win again.
Now the Purple and Gold take their winning streak on a 4-game road trip, starting with Boston tomorrow.
Wide open LeBron for 3. It's good!
Lakers versus Celtics. Pre-game starts tomorrow at 4 p.m. on the home of Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers. 710 ESPN.
Your old or broken phone can let you down when you need it most.
Perfect.
But at Verizon, trade in any old phone from our top brands and get the most for it, up to $2,000 in value, for an amazing new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and a new line on My Plan, and iPad and Apple Watch Series 10. That's like a 3-for-1. And you can get it on any plan. At Verizon, trade in your old phone for a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. The other guys won't give you that. Visit Verizon.com today. Additional terms apply. Service plan required for Apple Watch and iPad. Up to $2,000 value based on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill. It's for you.
Hey, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I've got to be honest. I have no idea how you do it.
I'm not sure how I do it.
I would not. I don't. Would not be my scene.
Full of Mason in Ireland right now.
All right, so the Costco guys just left. For people that, Brian, you were just asking, for people that don't know the story of the Costco guys, Shay.
Yeah. They are a duo, father and son, It was AJ and the son's Big Justice.
Big Justice.
And they love them some Costco. Like, it is just, they should have a platinum card at this point.
Right.
And they've been making viral videos for years now. They partnered up with AEW. AEW's in town at Crypto this Sunday with Revolution. So, of course, they had to come in here and bring the boom while we're talking about DK Metcalf, bro.
So here's a little known fact. I have never been in a Costco.
I have.
I've never been.
And
in
it was
one.
because of exes. Not because I wanted
Not because.
to be there.
Not because.
Right, Costco's amazing.
I don't need a pumpkin pie of a 3-foot diameter.
Listen.
They give out free samples. I thought that was a myth.
No, my dad would go ham on the I'm like, Dad, we can afford to buy it. Like, let's just.
No.
But it's free.
Free
Mika,
tastes better.
it's free. Exactly.
Are they always sampling stuff, or does it have to be like
during
lunch or dinner?
COVID, no, but now it's back.
Now it's back.
Yeah.
And never change the price of hot dogs.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, I know
The pizza's
that I am
good.
someday going to inherit a gigantic thing of oregano from my mom.
Yeah.
But I mean, is it all gigantic food at Costco?
Buy in bulk, baby.
Yeah, buy in
I go.
bulk.
I'm a smart and final guy.
Are you smart and final?
But if Costco trying to, throw some bread at me, I will become a Costco guy as well. I will.
We got the black card man at Costco, my mom and I.
Hey, I want to let everybody know that our Make March Matter campaign, along with CHLA, is going on right now. This is the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign. We're helping kids get the breakthrough care they need, and we are auctioning off all kinds of unbelievably cool items right now. And the bids are coming in, but still, like, for example, $1,100 right now is the bid to come in and play Game of Games, which is cool. If you want to be an intern for a day, I think the bid is like $250 right now. Thereabouts. If you want to have us broadcast live from your home or your business, the bid right now is at $3,000. If I owned a business, I would make a bid on that.
Sweet deal.
Fantastic.
Someone's sleeping on that. I'm just going to let you. I'm going to call you guys out a little bit because if you're a business, come on now. What are you doing?
I was going to say, like, start a poll. Am I weird
Put
if
up a poll.
I paid $3,000 just to have Mason and Ireland just do the show from my house? Am I
No,
weird?
that's not weird.
No.
You're a
That's not
small
weird.
business.
That's cool. That's cool.
I am a business.
But if I owned, a hamburger stand, is there such a thing, pizza joint, I would say, like, man, I can get 710 ESPN broadcasting live from my place for $3,000. I'm like, sign me up for that. That's a
you
good
should
gig.
be a person who owns a hamburger stand.
A hamburger stand.
That seems like something you should be doing.
But strictly hamburgers, no cheese.
Yeah, exactly. No cheese. All right, so I wanted to play one other piece of Charles Barkley because we love Charles. He's always giving us stuff.
Kobe Bryant.
Here he is talking about Kendrick Perkins and idiots.
But don't say basketball's only watching now. First of all, between that and this lame-ass LeBron-Michael Jordan debate, which is lame. I've said for years, the only people talk about LeBron and Michael is people on television who got no talent to talk about anything else. I've been saying that for years. I ain't hanging on to the 90s. I've always said LeBron's great, Michael's great. But y'all talk about it all the time and then got LeBron out there posing, talking about he all mad about being the face of the league. But it makes me mad. The Oklahoma City and the Cleveland Cavaliers are the two best stories in the NBA this year. Congratulations to the Lakers and the Warriors. They've had 2 good weeks. The Cavs and OKC have had 6 great months.
Okay.
He's got to swallow that
Is he
spit.
like saltwater taffy?
Yeah,
What's he
no,
doing
he's not. It's
before?
like he's
when you
eating
talk about
dinner
it,
there.
talk about it.
So,
Your impression, man.
Bro, he's hacking something up.
the great stories of the league are, Cleveland and OKC have been dominant all year long. The fact that Steph Curry is now on a team that shines, the fact that LeBron is playing with Luka, these are really the big stories in the league. These stories have taken over everything, and I understand it.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me, what's the big story with OKC?
Obviously, it's Chet Holmgren.
Isaiah
What's
Hartenstein.
the big storyline with Cleveland?
It's
Lindsay's all excited
They're the
about
best
Donovan
stories.
Mitchell and
Best
Darius
stories
Garland
is
and-
crazy.
Yes.
Like it's all right that they have the best. Oh, man, those Atlanta Hawk teams that were winning 60 games
Yep.
and all that. There wasn't no story there. Y'all wasn't praising the Atlanta Hawks. You knew LeBron was going to come in and knock all that nonsense out.
Yep.
The poor Toronto Raptors are the LeBronto Raptors. Like, the stars fuel the stories. And, like, much love to Shea, from one Shea to another. And when he wins this MVP, hopefully they'll get more nationally televised games and things like that. But the star power is what feeds the stories in sports. It just is what it is.
And the longer you're great, the more people become aware of you. I don't think everybody knows who Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is yet. I mean, average casual fans. Right. And basically, the NBA Finals, the idea is we're watching no matter what. Like, we're going to watch the finals. It's everybody else. It's like my mom and, my mom's boyfriend and my brothers. People who aren't necessarily connected and watch every night will tune in because it's LeBron and because it's Luka and because it's the Lakers, because it's Steph Curry. They are the players that really move the needle in this league. And OKC, Shea is wonderful, great player, dynamic. I think he had a couple of 40-point, 48-point, 50-point games this week. I mean, he's been absolutely rolling. I mean, he's a big star. He's just not as known.
NBA TV media is really bad at multitasking. It's like, let's learn to do two things at once. Let's celebrate, like, wow, LeBron is doing stuff at 40 that is insane. He just won his 41st NBA Player of the Month award.
Player of the Month, yeah.
That is 3.5 calendar years worth of Player of the Month awards. This is something that's cool and should be talked about. But we can talk about LeBron, we can talk about Steph, we can do all that stuff, talk about the Celtics. And also, while we're here, hey, let's teach you about Shea. Let's show you a little bit of Shea. Let's
sprinkle
show you what
into your
Donovan
programming.
Mitchell's doing. Like,
it's like those are the guys that bring people into the tent. Right. Then they get exposed to people like Shea.
It's like we can't do two things at once here. It drives me insane.
Yeah, you're complaining about something that you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, what do you want? Like, Shea is balling out. The dude's got a new shoe out. Everything that you need to pump a guy up, and you can. But LaMelo Ball and how terrible the Hornets are a lot more interesting than Oklahoma City. Anthony Edwards and all his drama off the court is getting way more playtime than the Cavaliers.
Right.
It's just
it's storylines. It is narratives. We love a good story. This business is about storytelling. And obviously the LeBron story is remarkable. The Luka story is amazing. Putting them together is an unbelievable storyline. The Cavs are a great team. They are a dynamic, great team, and they can definitely go to the finals.
Well balanced too.
Well balanced. It's a very complete team. They can go to the finals. OKC, I say, is the one team that I'm concerned about for the Lakers. I do think we'll see Lakers OKC at some point, maybe in the Western Conference Finals this year.
Hope so.
And OKC is really good. Number one in defense, number one in virtually every defensive category.
By the way,
they're
we talk about Lakers Celtics is obviously the series that the NBA wants. The NBA should want Lakers Thunder.
Right.
Because you want to show people Shea, you want to show people Chet, two potential
have them go against the Lakers.
Stars for the next 10 years in this league.
Yes.
There you go.
You're basically minting stars.
There you go.
Yeah.
OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in 5.
There you go. All right, so I wanted to do this. I don't know if you saw this, but Stephen A. Smith signed a big contract.
Yep.
He's
with
getting
us?
with us $20 million a year, 5 years, $100 million.
God bless him.
Believe it or not, he's only the third highest paid sports analyst right now, sports personality. Do you have any idea who's number one and who's number two?
Is Tom Brady anywhere on it?
Tom Brady's number one, $37.5 million a year. His contract, by the way, 10 years, $375 million.
That is pretty good.
It's insane.
For somebody who's pretty boring.
Soccer?
Pretty boring.
Number two, it's our
Romo?
friend Charles Barkley.
Oh, Charles Barkley.
$21 million a year, 10 years, $210 million. Then Stephen A. Who else is on that list?
Ooh.
Take a shot. You mentioned one of them, Brian.
John Ireland.
Tony Romo.
John Ireland did not make the list, unfortunately. He's close.
You guys are getting a steal around here.
Tony Romo, number 5. He's making $18 million a year. 10 years, $180 million. That's insane. You're missing number 4. It is Troy Aikman. 5 years, $92.5 million. By the way, isn't it weird? We're talking about sports broadcasters the way we talk about professional athletes.
Yeah, and
10
a lot
years,
of them are
200.
professional athletes.
I mean, it's like crazy. Also on the list, Pat McAfee's making $17 million a year. Al Michaels is making $15 million a year. Shaq, $15 million a year. Joe Buck, 12 to 15. They can't quite nail that down. Collinsworth, 12.5.
That Joe.
Then Jim Nantz and Mike Tirico making $10.5 million per year. By the way, it's weird to live in a world where everybody knows how much you make. Like, I would be so uncomfortable with people knowing what I make because it's embarrassing.
Because you don't deserve it.
When you
It's too
compare
much.
it to John Ireland, it's embarrassing. It makes so much less than
Movie
John.
Money Mason over here.
Exactly.
For real.
What's that, Laura?
For real.
For real is right.
Real.
All right, coming up next for you, I have got. Oh, you know what I got? There is. Are you watching Jeanie Buss's new show, Running Point?
Oh, starring my man Chet Hanks.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. So I got a little nugget from that. Brenda Song, who
Love
was
her.
playing the Linda Rambis
Song,
role.
for life.
Love her.
She's a big Rams fan.
She's a big
London
everything
Kitchen.
fan.
She's got a good Rams take. We'll play it for you next. Mason in Ireland. Shay's here. Brian Kamenetsky's here. 710 ESPN.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
That's fine. You glaze Tom Brady every day.
Well, wait a second. I don't. Hold on a second. I'm not accepting that from you, and here's why.
Why is that?
Because I'm not so sure I understand what glazing means yet. Now, when I find out and I understand truly what glazing means, then I may say
It's
to
just
you,
to praise someone, to compliment them regularly.
that's
you know,
it.
like
That
over
there's
and over
nothing
again.
more to it than that. That just glazing.
Yeah, like, yeah, why are you glazing this guy
it's like
so much?
Over complimenting almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would say that I probably glazed Tom Brady a little bit.
You definitely do.
Okay. Well, here.
There's nothing wrong with it, but you do.
The act of sucking up to someone, glazing. The act of sucking up to someone. Okay, but okay, I accept that I glazed Tom Brady. Do you guys accept that you guys both glaze LeBron?
I don't.
Come on.
The LA Afternoon.
Offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call this number, 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000. Let Joseph and his team score the winning shot for you.
Want to experience college hoops at Cosm Los Angeles? Listen for the cue to call and be caller number 7. Start the road to the tournament with ESPN LA in the Hall, Duke versus UNC, Saturday, March 8th at 3:30 p.m. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com or Cosm mobile app. Call in for your chance to win a pair only at 710 ESPN LA.
We've all heard mortgage rates have finally moved down. So if you've gotten a mortgage in the last 2 years, contact the Loan Exchange to check on lowering your mortgage payment. Today, the Loan Exchange is offering a 30-year fixed free closer loan at 5.99% rate and APR. That's right, there are no closing costs. Wow! You can lower your monthly payment without increasing your loan balance. Isn't it worth a few minutes of your time to find out how much the Loan Exchange can lower your payment? By the way, if rates go down further next year, you can do the same thing again without any closing costs. Call the Loan Exchange at 855-752-9944 or go to theloanexchange.com for a free closer 30-year fixed rate and APR of 5.99%. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
You know what it is? It's Friday. That's right. All right. Hey, ESPN LA, the Lakers and BBGO teaming up to find the Lakers Gaffote, the greatest fan of all time. Are you the Gaffote? If so, you can win the ultimate prize package, including courtside seats for a Lakers game, a year's supply of BBGO, tour of our facilities, tour of the Lakers facilities. It goes on and on and on. If this is you, go to LakersGaffote.com. That's LakersGFOAT.com. Learn how you can submit your entry. Entries close on Wednesday of next week, Wednesday midnight Pacific time. So make sure you get your entries in. Again, it's LakersGaffote.com. That's LakersGFOAT.com. So you giving up sugar?
Yeah, bro. I drink so much water. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you look great.
It's because I don't know when we're gonna start shooting this Den of Thieves 3, but
Yep.
I want to Donnie has to be a chameleon, so I have to have I want to have a complete transformation, and I gotta get this R&B body together, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a national treasure, and they deserve to see more.
I was wondering why you were wearing that shirt.
The R&B body.
I've never seen you wear a suit.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to thirst trap out here.
Nice.
You know?
Nice.
Gotta get
Careful, because when you trap some stuff, and you got to be careful. I'm just saying.
You know, the one thing
She's so wise.
I could not give
Thank
up
you.
sugar. I would be incapable of
That
giving up
stuff is
sugar.
delicious.
It is so good, and I've got 5 cans of Ready Whip in the. Nobody believes I have 5 cans of Ready Whip to go anytime. They're fantastic. I put it on everything, but you know what? I'm still. What's weird is I'm eating healthy. Just a little Ready Whip doesn't hurt
Plus
you.
a little the nitrous.
Plus a little nitrous.
Honestly, sometimes you need just the taste of things.
Sure.
And it'll get you by. Any type of cheap popcorn. Popcorn is a savior.
Oh, I
bro.
love
Kettle corn popcorn.
And also, I cheat by using oatmeal. Oatmeal makes
Oatmeal?
me think I'm full. Go to sleep.
I put oatmeal with yogurt. You mix it up together.
Oatmeal. I've had oatmeal and brown rice. Also really
Yeah,
tasty
also
together.
really good stuff that fills you up.
Every January, my wife and I do it's Whole30. It's like keto, whatever. But you give up sugar basically for a month, and at the end of it, I can tell the difference in my joints. Like my knees hurt a little bit less. Yeah. You feel a little bit less, and I'm still at the end of it. I feel great.
Right.
I'm like, bring me back my sugar.
Yeah. Now you don't do dry January where you don't drink.
That's part of it. You can't-
That's part of the sugar.
Yeah, it's like you're off of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
For 30 days.
Then why go back? Why not just keep doing that?
Certain things I don't.
Oh, okay.
Or I try to resist. Like I'm back to eating, grains, pasta. Like, I'll eat some of that.
Oh my God, I could not live without pasta.
But some of it but I stay away from dairy generally. But the big thing I do it is to get away from snack food every morning. I'm
Snacks
waking
is
up.
what gets you.
I make lunch for my kids.
Yep.
Get to school, whatever. Put the chips in the bag. All that stuff. One for myself. Or you take bites of everything.
Sure,
It's like,
sure.
And so
It's
you
the snacking.
break that habit. And now I'm not doing that. I'm off soda the first 4 months of every year. I don't do soda until something happens.
Now,
I'm
does
like,
that matter? Does diet soda or sugar-free soda, does that count? Do you drink that?
When I drink soda, it's Coke Zero. But
Coke Zero.
I've been
But you
drinking-
stay away from it entirely.
I've been drinking a lot of zero sugar
It's still not- it's still not
A&W
good for you.
cream soda.
It's all
A&W
chemical.
cream soda is
tastes
from
good.
the heavens
So
itself, bro.
good.
Zero sugar is like kids don't understand because when we were younger,
Yep.
diet soda tasted
Terrible.
awful.
Tab.
Bro.
Do you remember Tab was
Oh
the
my
worst
God.
tasting
that,
crap?
that stuff is disgusting. You didn't want it. So but your parents feel like, oh, that's too much sugar. You got one soda. You go, okay, then you're done.
Yeah.
My kid, I was like, we don't let him drink sugared cereal. But then they got older and they discovered zero.
Yeah.
And they're like, no sugar, Dad.
Yeah.
It's still it's
That's
all
why I keep
chemicals,
telling
it's
y'all.
all whatever, but it's like a loophole. They got me with their legal
Stop
mumbo
teaching
jumbo.
children to read. I've said this once. I'm saying it again,
I
bro.
can't with you.
I can't.
Okay, so Brenda Song is one of the stars of Running Point, which is the new show with Kate Hudson, her, and John Ireland. Have you heard John Ireland on the Running Point? He's the play-by-play guy.
Bro, John
he's billed
Ireland,
third.
That's why we keep making money jokes.
Are you kidding
I
me?
get it.
Kidding me? He's on that show. And Brenda Song is terrific on the show. She's really funny, really smart. She's also a gigantic sports fan.
Yeah.
And she seems to know everything. So Laura came across this clip of, apparently she's a Rams fan, knows a lot about the Rams. Here's Brenda Song talking about the Rams.
If you're the Rams defensive coordinator, what would you have done to prevent Saquon Barkley from running for 200 yards in consecutive games?
Well, let me tell you, Chris Shula. I like you a lot. I like what you've done with our front four. But my issue is we don't have a run stopper. And we don't use our middle linebackers in the middle. We can't stop the run. That's our biggest problem besides our O-line. We cannot stop the run. Let's talk about Mike LaFleur and our OC, about our O-line and why Jalen Carter sacked Matthew Stafford, why the Philadelphia score should have been 28-29 and Rams should have been... We would have murdered Commanders. Sorry, love you, love Jaden Daniels, but we'd have been the Super Bowl. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Go Birds. What's your greatest regret in life?
Not being an offensive lineman, so I could have protected Matt Stafford from that Jalen Carter sack.
Start bulking up now. You got cake left on your plate.
Let's do it. Bring me that pasta back.
She is not the only one hung up on the Jalen Carter sack. If that sack doesn't happen, I think the Rams do win that game 29-28. And it was a Bo Limmer block. He missed his block, and Jalen Carter straight to Matthew Stafford, and that really did end the game. So that is some very concise Rams analysis right there.
Yeah.
Now, when you are, I don't know, are you single or you got a girlfriend now? What's going on?
Thirst trapping.
Yeah, I'm thirst trapping, bro. I'm single, but I'm a single father.
Right.
The most important woman in my life is my daughter, Jordan.
There you go.
Who you are not allowed to sit next to at a movie theater.
Correct.
No, not you people.
Right, you
and
people
I mean
out there.
you people.
Yes. So do you, when you are dating around, do you want someone who's into sports or somebody who isn't into sports?
I would prefer somebody who has some sort of knowledge. You know, there was a time in my life when I was in high school where I was talking to a girl and I found out she was a Paul Pierce fan and we broke up right then and there.
Yeah, that's
good job.
True story. And so, yeah, I mean, it's cool to have somebody to get mad with, to get happy with, to have random debates on what we should do with, and they know what they're talking about instead of, it's okay, babe, it's just a game.
Yeah.
I hate that. It's just a game. You don't understand
don't
me.
understand.
And you kind of hate me.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you need somebody who can kind of get there with you.
What about Mrs. K?
Hates my job. Hates totally.
She hates your
different
job, does not get sports.
She hates it less now than she used to, because the problem with my job before was it ruined holidays. Got to go to the arena on Christmas.
right.
Our anniversary is April 21st. Well, you know, that's basketball season.
Sure.
Like, we're doing like.
That's your
That's
fault.
honestly your fault.
That's your fault.
It is, yeah.
What a selfish Kaminsky.
Although it is a job. You got to go to work, right?
No, but it's his fault for getting married around that time.
You know what time
What do you
it
think?
is.
I took winters off
I'm just saying.
or summers off? Like I'm working then too.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel it. I have
Covering
two
baseball.
jobs. But,
Yeah. Yeah, Laura works nonstop.
I know, 7 days a week.
Laura
I know.
keeps going. Yeah, I mean, Juan knows some sport. Like the Rams were all in on, like hanging on every single play. Lakers, he doesn't care. Dodgers, he doesn't care, but he roots for them, so he knows it makes me happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, it is. He always said if there is a game where the Dodgers can close it out at Dodger Stadium, that didn't happen this year. It did happen Game 7 in 2017. Juan said, I want to be there to see you when they win.
When he says stuff like that, do you
That's
let him
my
sit in the
fault.
chair?
Yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely.
All right, Juan, that's 15 minutes in the
In
chair.
the
for
massage
you.
chair, you
There
got
go.
it.
But
You got it.
When I, in my boyfriend career,
Yes.
I ask for 4 months, and that is from March to June. I am locked in.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else, we can go to whoever's house to watch whatever dumb thing you want me to watch. But March Madness, WrestleMania,
Yep.
like the NBA playoffs, I need to be locked in. Okay?
Right.
And like February, you get a pass because like the Super Bowl is just like a one, just a little hitter.
Yeah, right.
Valentine's Day
All-Stars,
is
like,
your day. But 24th,
Yeah.
that's my day. And we're going into Shay's 4 months apiece.
Right.
You get 8 months out of the year where I am a puppet.
Yeah.
But I need these 4
Sounds
months.
like a decent deal.
Yeah, no,
My
that's a
God.
good deal.
You
So
would think it's a bargain. It's actually a nice gesture.
2/3 of the year.
Come on.
I
I
got
think
a
you're off
question.
shooting
I got
stuff, and, like, you barely gotta
question
see
for you.
you.
This is on
That's my
behalf.
Chico.
This is on behalf of Parker Bell
Go
from my
shoot a movie.
social media team.
Uh-oh.
Are you on Raya?
No. That is way too
Raya is
expensive.
like fancy Tinder, right?
Yeah, bro. What you get to know me a little bit more. I may be well off financially.
Yes.
But I am too cheap for the women on there.
Really?
You got me messed up, bro. I'm not about to. No, what?
Yeah.
No,
Is that what it is? It's everybody's rich.
It's a high end, high maintenance ladies are
Okay.
usually on there.
Got it.
And I'm not wearing a watch, so I must not have time for that.
Yeah.
BS.
Now, but aren't all the famous people on there?
Exactly.
And you don't. So you.
I ain't got time for that.
No?
I want me.
You want a sugar
normie.
mama?
Yeah.
I had 3 opportunities, and I don't like that.
Oh,
You had 3
okay.
opportunities.
So you
at
want a
sugar
normal
mamas?
girl.
Yeah. 3 different sugar mamas.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Sugar mama.
But it was a good one.
Yeah.
It's on the real. You want like a regular girl,
Yeah,
just chill.
I need a regular home girl who, just
See,
love me some
I'm
meat.
gonna call
Yeah,
bluff
there you go.
because guys say that all the time. Then you get a real one, and they're like, "Oh, well, this, oh, well, that, and
Oh,
that,
man,
and
listen,
that."
there's for sure specifications I need.
Yeah.
But
See?
like regular is better for me because the last thing I want is to go to some set and you see your ex that you used to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
And
So
now we're fighting.
Do you avoid people in the business?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You have to, Mace.
I do. I
Like,
definitely do.
You would. I would never want to date somebody in radio, like ever.
Yeah, no, it's.
And like when you get a project, you're never around each other.
Right.
Never around each other. The closest I ever had.
Yeah, you're traveling all the time.
The closest I ever had to dating someone in the business was my last girlfriend was in costumes. And like there's times where I'm filming something and she has to film something else.
Yeah.
So it's hard, but like yeah, no, I need a regular day.
Yeah, there you go. All right, coming up next, Shohei Ohtani. I want to tell you, somebody who thinks he should be in the Hall of Fame has spoken out on Shohei Ohtani. And we got that coming up next for you. In the meantime, let me tell you about Cosm. Now, I'm going to be at Cosm tomorrow. It is just a spectacular place to watch a game. Cosm Los Angeles is located in Inglewood, and you can do a couple of things. First of all, you can watch a game in the Dome with immersive shared reality. You've been there, right, Shay? The immersive shared reality is crazy.
Cosm.
Yeah.
Love Cosm.
Beautiful. And if you want to be in the hall, multi-view screens, gigantic screens everywhere. If you want to go up to the deck, you got a view of SoFi Stadium and whatever that thing Ballmer built. You got a view of all that stuff.
Beautiful trash can.
Really, really cool. Cosm is the spot for watching sports, whether it's MLB. In fact, they're doing the first two Dodger games in Tokyo at 3:10 a.m. coming up later on this month
They're gonna be lit
to
in
go
there,
to Cosm. It is going to be wild. They've got college basketball. In fact, I'm going to be there tomorrow for Kansas and Arizona, and then Duke and Carolina. You can come join me out there. Everything happening at Cosm. Go check out everything they've got coming up. It's COSM.com, Cosm.com, or download the Cosm app. I'm telling you, it is the way to watch sports. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
LAFC fans remember who knocked out the black and gold in last year's playoffs. And now it's time for some payback on the Sounders. Go LAFC! Tomorrow, LAFC visits Seattle for a showdown of Western Conference Titans.
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA.
Jump for LA Football Club, Olé! Olé!
From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text EQUAL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text EQUAL to 321-321. That's EQUAL to 321-321.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I've got to be honest. I have no idea how you do it.
I'm not sure how I do
I
it.
would not. Would not be my scene.
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
So I didn't know this, but Jimmy Butler has a very, very high-end coffee shop in Miami.
Big
Oh, you
face.
didn't know that?
Big Face. I did not know that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
this
know
is
that
all
either.
Post-pandemic stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Yeah, he
Yeah.
started it during the pandemic,
In the
right?
bubble, yeah. In the bubble, he's giving out coffee.
And now it's
No, he's
super.
not giving out coffee. He was charging people like $20.
It's
a
$20
cup.
a cup of Joe is $20 over at the Big Face.
Yeah, but I check the prices when it's out of his house.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I
when
bet.
It's really crazy.
I bet. Now, I think that I've been told I should moderate my coffee intake.
He drinks a lot of caffeine, sir.
What is this?
What I saw
Okay.
before this show started,
Right.
frightened me.
Really?
Yes.
In what way?
Because first of all, I walk in, everybody knows Steve goes to
Yeah,
Starbucks
so
and whatever.
goes to
Starbucks,
Starbucks.
Steve, they call him.
Yeah.
Whatever. So we go back in the back and we're talking about this because this doesn't just happen. There are meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're walking through the show, whatever. And Steve's got a rack of drinks in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something in a paper cup that I can't see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the medicine bomb, the thing that kind of clears your...
Okay.
Yeah, that's delicious.
There's that. There's this pinky purple thing.
And this is herbal tea.
Which
Yep.
is very large.
Yeah.
But it's herbal, and it's like that's got really nothing in it. It's delightful. and
Correct,
whatever.
yes.
And so he holds up, and usually sometimes there's one other thing, but today there was just
one other thing.
An iced coffee. What I think is an iced coffee.
It's a quad espresso.
Quad.
What you told me before we started was it was 11
That is
shots
correct.
of espresso.
I've had 11 shots
and
of espresso
didn't
today.
just sip it. You didn't take little nips of it here and there. It wasn't designed to get you from 9 a.m. to like 6 p.m. or
Correct.
something. You chugged it.
I chugged it, yes. Now, why is that scary? I'm looking for caffeine. I'm hungry for caffeine.
Are you trying to do like the Jason Statham role? Like,
Yeah,
just-
no, I mean, I drink
what are you
3
doing?
shots when I wake up in the morning. Then I drink 8 shots once I get here.
That's
Then I
not.
switch over to herbal tea.
That's not good for you.
What? The herbal tea is good, right?
It balances, bro.
It does balance.
It balances.
On the days when we have Momo here, he has a 64-ounce cappuccino.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Although I don't need it because Momo does all the talking. I can't even get a word in edgewise when Momo's here. But no,
Have Momo and Cap ever done a show together?
I'm sure at
Oh,
some point they
the
have.
battle
Probably.
for the microphone in that one
Oh,
would be insane.
God, they would go. They
Were
would
there
go.
commercials?
There
in
would
that
be no
show?
breaks,
Be
right?
the Thunderdome.
But I guess my question is it bad for me
Yes.
to drink that much? What,
It's a lot of
based
caffeine.
on what? Is there based on any scientific research
just hateful anti-caffeine
Yeah, why are you
propaganda.
so
What? I love
anti-coffee?
caffeine, bro. I'm Mexican.
Anti-caffeine
My
coffee.
mom, like, always
You're an
had
American
coffee in the
citizen,
house.
Steve.
And you know why I chug it? Because I hate coffee.
Yeah.
See, I like
just
coffee.
want I want the effect. I don't want the
It's the
taste.
same reason why I chug
400
tequila.
milligrams of caffeine
Oh,
is
you
considered
can't.
safe in a day.
Okay, good. 400 milligrams. I think I probably hit that mark. I'm probably right at
How
400,
much
right?
These European
caffeine
measurements.
Right at
in a
4.
shot of
Probably right at 400.
espresso?
Yeah. And
It's
Brian's doing
not
this.
60. You're at least
Unidos.
twice that
I'm 800.
on a daily basis.
That's not going to kill me.
It hasn't yet.
It hasn't yet. Look.
You
big
do
dogs
look
do
great,
big dog
Mace. You
things.
do look great.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
Am I a little twitchy? Sure.
Yeah, right.
Is
know
there
what's-
anything wrong with me?
But you
I
know
don't
what's
know.
weird? I don't drink like we had a cooler of Monster Energy drink. Now
No,
I would
that's-
not drink that. That gave me that
That's
did give me
chemicals,
jitters.
and that's no good for you.
Yeah, that gave me jitters. Are they a sponsor? Or am I
Unless they
supposed
wanna
to
I
say
don't
something?
know. I don't drink. I can't drink Monsters anymore because they have the fizzies. I don't drink carbonation.
Right.
And the yerba mates, the ones that they have back there, they're really good. They have some non-carbonated ones. I'm like, bruh, those
Yeah.
are good.
It's Friday,
We're just addicts, folks.
Yeah,
Just addicts. here.
addicts exactly. By the way, I crank myself up, and then by the way, at the end of the day, I may change my mood state.
You gotta come back down.
Exactly. It's got to mellow out after this is all over. All right, so it's the last segment of the week till Game of Games, and I thought we would dump some sound here that I've been sitting on. So first of all, here is Barry Bonds talking about Shohei Ohtani, his take on Ohtani.
Ohtani, dude, boy can play. There's no question about who he is. My opinion, I just hope he just stays at the hitting category because his hitting ability is off the chart. Pitching, I just think might tire him out. I think he should come out of the bullpen here and there, like he has these, because he's DHing, and he can come out of the bullpen and throw an inning or two here, and just because he's so good as a reliever too. Like he could be one of the dominant relievers and dominant starters. I think as a starter, man, I think it might get wear and tear a little bit and tire him out. Why fix something that isn't broken? Because that's like I'd be like, no.
Okay, that is not actually what I was looking for.
Are they talking on a golf course? Why are they whispering in my ear?
Yeah.
It is
He's
weird.
like, I want to get a little sexy.
What he
about
really said, what he did say that I wanted to point out was that Shohei Ohtani couldn't have played back when I played.
Oh, my goodness.
Shohei Ohtani couldn't have played back when I played because once he hit a home run, somebody would whiz one by his head.
Yeah.
And he would have to watch out. I think there's no player in the world, retired player, who thinks that a player today could play back when they played.
Of course not.
It's like, no, when we did it, it was better.
There's one.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I like listening to Reggie.
The
Because
happiest
while
man
he
on the
says all
broadcast.
kinds of crazy things, and half of them are like wildly inaccurate, he's super duper enthusiastic about basketball games.
Right.
And it's like, I just want to listen to a guy who loves watching what he's watching.
Love the Millers, man.
Yeah, they're. I saw him at the SC UCLA game last Saturday.
Yeah,
great
bro.
game
By
too.
the way, fight on to the women of Troy.
Yep,
y'all are doing it. Juju Watkins should be celebrated all over the city. Hair buns are up 400%. It is crazy right now.
Yeah, it is going to be a fun. By the way, we live in a weird world where all of a sudden the women's tournament has become more important to me than the men's tournament.
I can't name
Juju.
Cooper Flagg.
Cooper Flagg. That is the
That's it.
men's college basketball player I can name.
But you got Lauren Batch, you got Paige Bruckers, you got Juju. You've got women's players you can name. You can't name men's players anymore.
Bro, we got Juju, we got Kiki,
yep,
Rhea, K9, Big Dog. Ooh, we are stacked, bro. The USC Trojans, like the women's team, needs to be supported from the city. Everybody needs. I get it. I'm not here for the Bruin propaganda.
Yeah,
you saw what happened twice.
Yep.
Listen,
the Trojans are here.
Well, and here's the thing: if the NCAA is smart, UCLA will be on one side of the bracket, and USC will be on the other side of the bracket, with the idea that maybe they could meet in the Final Four or in the championship game.
Perhaps, but now USC has given the rest of the country the formula on how to defeat the UCLA
That's
Bruins.
true.
Juju Watkins, the GOAT, is upon us. Recognize or step aside.
Damn. Shay knows how to end a conversation. It's like
Yeah,
you
he
want to
does.
go out after that.
Everything is wrestling, Steve.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, yeah, you've got the kayfabe down. All right, so one more thing I want to do. Matthew Stafford was on his wife's podcast. It was a tough booking for her. And
Morning After.
Here's what it's called, The Morning After. Here's what Matthew said about the recent negotiation back and forth. Here's Matthew.
That was what Sean wanted, was to make sure that we communicated. I communicated with Sean throughout the entire process. Obviously, a little bit of a unique situation, but I know he wanted me to end up here, and I wanted to end up here, and so we got there, and that's the biggest plus in the whole thing. Obviously it was a big story there for a little bit. There wasn't a whole lot going on other than some of the combine stuff, but it's kind of a dead period in the NFL, and so anytime those things happen, the people are going to pick it up and run with it, and I understand that. But I had great communication with Sean the whole time. Not all of it was things I wanted to hear, and I think not all of it things he wanted to hear. We have grown up conversations because he and I have known each other and gone through a lot together. So all of that was positive and good. In the end, especially just getting to the point where I know that I'm extremely excited to be back. We're just in a really good place and happy to be playing for the Rams for another season.
Sean was on Monday, and Les Snead was on Wednesday, and both of them said we were worried that he was going to leave. They basically said we weren't that worried. We felt like he would always come back to us. And that's exactly what happened. And it is significant for the Rams because they are loaded on defense, a really great young defense. They got to add a wide receiver. The offensive line is now coming back intact with Alaric Jackson re-signing and with Rob Havenstein coming back. So you got one of the best offensive lines and one of the best defensive lines in the league. Stafford is going to do a lot of damage this year if he gets the right wide receiver who can get some separation. But the Rams are absolutely in contention to win everything this next year.
Yeah, and that's what makes me the cup thing, man. It bothers me.
Does it bother you?
Yeah, because like that's our Super Bowl MVP, and all I keep thinking is we are one throw away from the NFC Championship. And I don't, being a Laker, I'm used to seeing guys with us for a very long time.
Right.
Especially guys who have proven stardom. You guys said that, there's no chance for us to get DK from the Seahawks. Come on, Seattle.
Yeah.
But, come on. This is going to make them hate us even more. But, obviously the Rams on defense is where we made our bread and butter when we had Aaron Donald.
Yep.
We just need some pieces for Stafford to throw to.
Cooper Kupp had 8-year run on one team in this day.
Heard a
and
lot.
age, a long time.
Heard a lot.
Yeah.
You can't be sentimental in football. And I think what this team does well is, you can hear it when Stafford talks about it. They're in communicate. They're honest with teams. Like when they told Cooper Kupp it can't stay, it's like, this is how it's going to go.
Yep.
Please go find a trade. They're not going to hold out. If somebody wants Kupp and they'll take that contract and all that other stuff, they're not going to be like, sorry, we need a 3rd round pick instead of a 5th round. Whatever you want to trade for Cooper Kupp, that's going to be what it is. That's how this franchise operates.
Yep.
And that's why they're so good.
You cannot do this by paying for past performance.
Yeah.
You pay for future performance. And if you look at Cooper Kupp, he's injured more, fewer catches, fewer time. He's a great Ram and will always be part of Rams history. But you've got to find a guy who can get you separation. You got to find a vertical threat. And
he'll be 32 next year.
Yeah, 32. Wrong side of 30
with an injury history. Not a guy. If he's not somebody. He's a possession receiver, but not a huge body.
Yep.
So how is he going to get that separation? It just wasn't. He was not the same guy last year.
Can you imagine being?
I was saying, am I on the wrong side of 30? I just turned 34.
Yes, you are.
Wow.
We washed now?
Not me.
I know I'm not, but based on what they're saying.
I'm on my last max contract,
you're getting paid for Den of Thieves based on what
Den of Thieves
is going to bring, not because of what you did in Den of Twos.
Right. I feel that. And it's... By the way, I'm trying to Vin Diesel these Den of Thieves movies, bro. And by the time we get to 10, they'll have to pay me Santa Monica.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely, bro. But it's hard to say goodbye, but of course we have to. And it also speaks to how great of an organization the Rams are. The Super Bowl, of course, helps, but for them to be able to feel that Stafford wasn't going anywhere,
right.
When you see somebody like the New York Giants who tried to pull that and Saquon ended up on the Eagles.
But you also got to know your guy. It's like
you're
going to go play for the Giants. Like you
really want to go there?
You really want to do that?
Yeah.
You really want
to finish your career
as a New York football Giant?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. They killed Daniel. He would last an hour on that team before he'd be in pieces.
Yeah, and the other thing about it is Stafford, they gave him an opportunity to go out and check his value. I actually think that's the sign of a smart organization. Mm-hmm. Go see what you can get, and then we'll work out a deal.
Because they know the teams that have the space and give them the money. The Giants, the Raiders.
I think the Raiders were. I've always thought the Raiders were a genuine threat.
Yes, but only if you're willing, as Matt Stafford, to kind of do the thing where you put on the goggles.
Yeah.
You put on the Bergman goggles, the Momo goggles, the Brady goggles, and pretend that is a team that your presence can turn into a winner in a year.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
Oh, we were just to go back because we were talking about the Raiders, and before we got AJ and Big Justice in here, we were talking about DK Metcalf.
Yes.
And, as much as I am a Ram, La Ramilia for life.
Yep.
I am a son of the Autumn Wind, and the Autumn Wind is a Raider. And
Autumn
I can
Wind
see
is a Raider.
DK Metcalf wanting, go down there. If they were to, say, get a quarterback that they want in a draft, it might be nice for him to end up where Pete is.
Yeah.
Like, I can kind of see that mold.
You know, it's another. So the Chargers, I used to really dislike.
You can turn this off now.
Now I'm okay with them. The Raiders, since they got Pete Carroll, who is one of my favorite guys I've ever covered in my career, it's like I can't really hate the Raiders anymore.
Yeah, it's
I love Pete. Pete's a great guy. In fact, we should put Pete on our. Laura, we should get Pete on the show.
Okay, I'll work on it.
Yeah.
I've been pretty good about getting the
Laura's
guests.
been fantastic this week. Yeah. We had Sean McVay, we had Les Snead, we had Luke Robitaille. Vinny, exactly. Vinny Bonsignor, who covers the Raiders.
We got other surprises.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Dang.
Initials?
Nice tease.
LA player.
LA
player.
Okay, good.
Let's just say a player that we don't advertise the team here. So.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah. LaMarcus Aldridge on the show. You know what? We've been waiting for the right moment to bring on LaMarcus Aldridge. All right, coming up next for it, we're going to do some game of games. Brian, is it your game today?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Shay will play along. Brian will play along. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
After 32 points from Luka and another 31 from LeBron versus the Knicks, the winning streak rolls on.
8 in a row.
For the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, we're helping kids get the breakthrough care they need. We're auctioning off some of the coolest stuff ever, like a broadcast live from your home or business. We'll do a show from there. You can be an intern for a day. If you want to break into the business, this is a great opportunity. Be an associate producer for a day. The bid is up to $250. Sit in for Game of Games. The bid is over $1,100. Jump in here. Really, really cool stuff at really affordable prices right now. You can get in for a really good number. Go to 710-4CHLA.com. That's 710-FORCHLA.com. Help us make a difference with Children's Hospital. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Hey, it's Mace. This Saturday, March the 8th, step into shared reality at Cosm, Los Angeles, where every dunk, foul, buzzer beater, it all comes to life. Feel the action wrap around you with Cosm's 8K dome display and wall-to-wall multi-view in the hall. Join me and the ESPN LA Street Team for college basketball. Watch Arizona face Kansas, then catch Duke versus North Carolina. Start the road to the tournament at Cosm, Los Angeles. Secure your tickets today at Cosm.com or the Cosm app.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. Classes start March 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. O'Shea Jackson Jr. is here. Brian Kamenetsky's here. Lars going to play along, and it is Brian's game today. Brian, what do you got going?
All right, so last night I was watching the Trader reunion.
And, yes.
Yeah, the topic
Were you surprised the way it came down? None of you
I
guys
was-
watched Trader.
I was happy, though.
Trader.
No, it was good. It was
I
good.
was happy. We
It was
won't
a
give
good
it away,
ending.
but it was
Right.
good. And the reunion show was very
It
entertaining,
was.
too.
Well, during the reunion show, one of the persons they talked about was top 10 in Cameo.
Yes.
And so that led me on like an hour deep dive on Cameo.
Okay.
So all Cameo here.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know Funches has done this before, so shout out. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. It's different questions, but all multiple choice.
All right.
Number 1. Who else is currently in Cameo top 5 as of right now? Is it LeVar Ball or Bruce Buffer?
Okay.
We'll start with you, Mace.
Okay, I am going to say it is, weirdly, LeVar. O'Shea.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of LeVar videos as of late.
Yeah.
You know, he's been doing a bunch of shout-outs to streamers that I'm possibly sure he doesn't watch.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go LeVar.
Okay, BK.
Yeah, if he's not there, he's going to speak it into existence. I'm
Exactly.
going to say LeVar.
Laura.
I just find it weird that you put Bruce with,
Buffer.
so I'm gonna go with Bruce.
Bruce Buffer. All
It
right.
is LeVar Ball.
It is LeVar Ball.
Currently
All right.
ranked the 2nd overall in Cameo, so he's out there putting in work.
Wow,
Never lost.
Good for him. But by the way, he did. No, I won't say. It. It's a terrible thing to say.
He misplaced it.
Yes, he misplaced it.
Nice. All right, here we go. Number 2. Whose Cameo costs more to book? Current Charger Rashawn Slater or friend of the show Matthew Berry? We'll start with you, O'Shea.
I'm going to go Matthew Berry because I'm sure there's a bunch of dudes in fantasy football leagues that just want Matthew Berry to yell at their friend or something.
Yep.
This is who costs more?
Yeah,
Yes.
who costs more?
Who costs more to book?
God, that feels like a trick question because the answer should be Matthew Berry. So I'm going to say the other guy.
Rashawn Slater.
Other guy is
Rashawn
crazy.
Okay, Laura.
Matthew Berry.
Berry. I am going to say Matthew Berry also.
It is Rashawn Slater.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So BK takes
No.
the point.
BK.
What a
BK
heel.
is up.
What a heel.
Play the game master here.
That's
I'm pulling
right.
Ireland.
You tricked me in the first
I don't
one.
get Rashawn. What's he doing that makes him so?
Who knows? Shouting out Charger fans, you know?
Oh, all
We're happy now. We're happy.
Yeah, the 11
I gotta get a
people
point,
calling.
man. I can't bust the Romo again.
Okay, yeah. Lars scoreless. It's Brian 2, O'Shea 1, me 1, and Laura nothing.
Bupkis.
Number 3 here. Which actors are not on Cameo? So who is not on
Okay.
Cameo? SNL alum Chris Kattan or SNL alum Fred Armisen?
Oh, that's really tough. I am going to say it is. I've talked to both. I'm going to say Armisen. Brian.
The answer should be Armisen. I'm going to say Catan.
Catan. O'Shea.
I'm going to say Armisen because I'm not sure who that is.
Armisen. And Laura.
So I don't want to go.
I'm gonna go with BK and go Catan.
Catan. All right.
It is Fred Armisen.
Armisen.
Jesus.
Solid.
O'Shea and I
shade.
take the point. We
Good
got a
for him.
3-way race. Brian 2, O'Shea 2, me 2, Laura yet to score.
It's okay.
Number 4.
I got faith.
You got time.
Who is ranked higher on the top Cameo list? Shooter McGavin or Tony Hawk? Shooter McGavin or Tony Hawk?
Okay. Let's start with Laura.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk. I am going to say Shooter. O'Shea.
Birdman. Tony Hawk.
Hawk. And Brian.
Tony Hawk.
Hawk.
It is Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin. All right. I've taken a
Wow.
lead. Excellent. Yeah, Shooter McGavin. The movie's coming out. I just saw it. July the 15th. It's coming out.
I wish I'd
Happy
known
Gilmore,
that.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
That changes things.
Yes, it does.
All right, here's another. Whose Cameo costs more to book?
Okay.
Former Dodger Manny Ramirez or former Dodger Gary Sheffield? Whose Cameo costs more to book?
Okay. Start with Brian.
I feel like getting a cameo from Gary Sheffield would be very surly. Sheffield, he charged more.
Sheffield. Laura.
Manny.
Manny. O'Shea.
Laura, have you scored?
No.
Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Good choice. Good
I
choice.
think Laura's got this one. I'm going to say Manny.
Yeah, 'cause,
I should have gone O'Shea. It is Gary Sheffield.
It is Gary Sheffield.
Gary Sheffield's not doing that for $100.
That is absolutely true. Yeah.
I'm kind of trying to tank now because it's just happening that way.
They say it's really hard to get every question wrong on multiple choice. She is a body.
You're killing it.
50-50 shot here.
Well, the
50-50
last
shot,
person
true
to
or
do
false,
it
baby.
was
Momo.
Momo.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's Stanford education.
Yes, it was.
I got a 3-way tie here between you three fellas.
Okay, good.
All right, here, number 6. Which of these Hall of Fame quarterbacks are not on Cameo? Brett Favre or Peyton Manning? Who is not on Cameo?
Okay.
Oh, I got my answer.
I will say Peyton Manning is not on Cameo. O'Shea.
If I was Brett Favre, I'd avoid all type of public communication whatsoever.
Yep.
So you're going Peyton.
Yeah, no. I'm saying Brett Favre.
Oh, you're going Brett Favre. Okay.
Yeah, you're correct. He should, but he's not that bright. So I'm going to say Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. Laura.
I was going to go Favre.
Favre it is. What's the answer, Brian?
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. There you go. What do we got for a
Brett
score, Brian?
Favre, $300 for Brett Favre Cameo.
Yeah, I bet.
Right, I bet.
How much does Mississippi pay for that?
Yeah, exactly.
0% chance. That Brett
Mason
Favre's
Bryan
not on Cameo.
4, O'Shea 3, Laura nothing.
Okay. Laura, you're on a roll.
I'm trying to go for it now.
4 more here. Who was ranked higher on the Cameo top list? Kevin from The Office or Tommy Chong?
Oh.
I got to go. I'm going Tommy Chong. Shay?
Oh,
Maybe that's a trick.
Goodness.
I got a name. I got a name.
Tommy, man.
Tommy.
There's a lot of agriculture out there.
BK.
Kevin from The Office.
Kevin from The Office. And Laura.
That was my guess, Kevin from The Office.
Okay, we
Correct
got it.
answer?
And it is Kevin from The Office.
Laura is on the board.
Dang.
Okay. What's the score?
I got a BK 5, Mace, you got 4, O'Shea 3, Laura 1.
Okay.
All right, Laura.
I'm out.
3 left here.
Yeah, Laura, you are out.
Probably out.
All right. Which one of these Rams Cameo costs more? Current LA Rams Steve Avila or NFL Hall of Famer Ram Jack Youngblood?
Youngblood's such a great
Which
last
one
name.
costs more?
Which one costs more to book?
I'm going to say I'm going to say A.
Steve Avila.
Steve Avila.
I'm going Avila as well.
I think it's the most random cameo to get.
Like, dude, like
Steve
Avila is dope, though.
Avila is a
Dope.
great guy.
Who thinks of that? I'm going to say Avila.
It is Steve Avila.
Yeah, because he may do them in Spanish. Does
He
Steve
does
Avila do 'em in
not.
Spanish? He
No,
doesn't?
Kobe Turner does.
Okay, got it.
$200 if you're interested.
Yeah, there you go.
Not too bad.
I'm cool.
Which one of these comedians are not on Cameo? Luis Guzman or Fluffy Gabriel Iglesias, who is not on Cameo?
I'm going to say it's too random to put Luis Guzman on there, so I'm going to say Luis Guzman.
I'm saying Fluffy.
Got to be on Cameo, Brian.
I would think Fluffy's on cameo. I'll say the other guy.
Luis Guzman. It is Fluffy. So O'Shea.
It is
tied it
Fluffy,
up here.
Shay.
I knew that one. I was like, I don't know that one.
So I think it's Brian 5, Shay 4, me 4, right?
I have you both
Fluffy.
at 5.
Oh, we both
Everybody
have
has 5, and I have Brian at
Fluffy
6.
getting that Netflix money. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
Come
for
on,
sure.
dog.
I got one more here. Last one.
Okay.
Who is the most expensive person to book on Cameo? The most expensive. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank or Caitlyn Jenner?
Who's leading, Brian? We're all tied?
I think I have you guys all tied at 5.
Okay. I am going to go Kevin O'Leary. Shay?
I'm going to go with Olympic gold medalist Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. Brian?
God, this is a tough one. I'll say Kevin O'Leary.
Kevin O'Leary.
And we have a winner. It is Shay.
It is
Caitlyn
Shay.
Jenner.
Holla at your man. Recognize or step aside.
Wow. That was a
That's
big
my first
win.
game of games I ever won.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
Congrats.
You
Terrible
always
ideas.
remember your first. Always remember your first. Fantastic. Good game, Brian.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. All right, we're going to do some Super Crosstalk. Who's coming up next, Laura?
We have Sedano and Cap and Marcus Grant.
Nice. Okay, we're going to have a full house. We will do that coming up next for you. In the meantime, Game of Games is brought to you by Jacob Imrani. Everybody loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anybody can fight, but Jacob is here for you when you need a big win after an accident. Go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Travis. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles for the 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, helping kids get the breakthrough care they need. CHLA gives families hope with leading-edge research and treatments. ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 experiences like a private tour of the Legends Attic showroom with me and a sports legend, and every...
you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
At Babbel, we know that language is more. It's more than hello and goodbye, and good evening and good night. It's more than mastering talking about the weather or directions to the closest cafe. At Babbel, our mission is to help you learn language for the long run. Babbel gives you the skills to learn a language for life. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you text RADIO to 64,000. That's RADIO to 64,000.
By texting 64,000. Marketing messages from Babbel. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at babbel.com/TNC.
Hey, Southern California, I'm Ty Pennington, you know, the home guy. Teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away a brand new house. Imagine yourself in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in incredible Temecula, California. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. The more you play, the more entries you earn. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details on Home Sweet Win.
Rules and conditions apply. Go to Pechanga.com for more details. The CONCACAF Nations League finals arrive at SoFi Stadium March 20th to 23rd. USA versus Panama, followed by Canada versus Mexico. Get your tickets now on Ticketmaster. For more information, visit CONCACAFNationsLeague.com/tickets.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K2560X 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason in Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins. Super Crosstalk. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light. Made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
It's F-It Friday! All right, here we go. It is a big Super Crosstalk. We've got Marcus Grant here. We've got Cappy here. Is Sedano on the line yet? No, yes, no, not quite yet, but he's going to be
Sedano.
here. Oh, we do have George? Hey, Sedano.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on? Hey. Where are you at, George?
Hey. Still in Denver.
Still in Denver.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Denver it is. Marcus
Why?
is
I
here.
like Denver.
Yeah, Laker fans don't.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it's a nice town.
Hey, Luke is 1-0 against Denver now.
George, are you eating
That's
something?
True.
I was eating a Quest protein frosted cookie.
Interesting.
Did you lose your teeth? What's going on here?
Now, it's National Cereal Day, George. Do you have a favorite?
I mean, growing up, I was a big Frosted Flakes guy. I liked Corn Pops.
Corn Pops.
Occasionally
Fire.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah,
you
Fruit
know?
Loops.
Yeah. But I feel like Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like the
By the way,
cereal of choice if you want
Cinnamon
sugar.
Toast Crunch is the answer. It is the most delicious thing there is Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal.
It's the taste you can see.
They did a draft of breakfast cereals this morning, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch dropped to the second round.
Wow.
Yeah, second round.
Did have some off-field concerns? Like,
Yeah,
what's going
must
on?
have been. Blew the interview at the combine. Yeah,
His knees.
Right.
So, Charles Barkley's everywhere, right, George? Barkley's just kind of trolling the world, isn't he?
I mean, I love Charles, but that's kind of what he does. I don't think it's not that he doesn't believe what he says. I think that he likes the entertainment aspect of this too. He likes to create a little fun and a little drama,
Do you think he legit hates the Lakers, or is this just a troll job?
I don't think he legit hates anybody.
George.
At least to my knowledge.
George,
wait a minute.
bro,
Shay wants to get in on this.
George, stop, bro. Like, he hates the Lakers.
Hates is a strong word. Shay.
He hates the Lakers. It go back in 2020 when the Blazers beat us for one game, and he brought a broom out to set that they were going to sweep us. This all goes back to him being in Philadelphia, and he thought he was getting traded to the Lakers, and the trade got sent back, and he's hated us ever since. I don't want to hear this propaganda.
So here's what I would say. You're falling right into his trap if that's the case, because I believe he's trolling. I don't think there's any question about it. And I'll say this: the Warriors fans feel just like you.
He hates the Warriors as much or more than he hates the Lakers.
There it is. There's Marcus Grant Warriors fans saying that. So he's got both of you.
Yeah, I mean, he apparently hates the two hottest teams in the league, right? The two teams that are the most exciting and the biggest storylines.
Allegedly, he's always hated them, or at least hated them for long stretches of time, which I don't necessarily buy, but I think it's fun for the.
He's a Phoenix
for us to
Sun,
chat
bro.
about.
He's a Phoenix Sun. That's what this all is.
Cappy, where do you
Mediocrity.
stand? Where do you stand?
I don't know, but O'Shea, can I see the grill? Oh,
yeah, the grill
my
is
God.
great,
bro. Can I try that on, or is that
no?
like?
You
that
cannot
stop.
try
That
on
seems
anyone's
unsanitary.
grill.
I got a mold.
God, you're so excessive.
Yeah. God, that's so cool.
You got the chains too. This is like serious ice you're
I'm
wearing,
in
right?
business. All right, I was ready to go at Stephen A, at Chuck, at Rick Bucher, because the Laker disrespect has to stop.
Wait, Rick Bucher's a Laker hater too?
Rick Bucher the other day said that the only way you qualify to be a Laker great is if you win 3 championships and you've been there for 10 years. That means that no Jerry West, no Elgin Baylor, no Jamal Wilkes, no Bob McAdoo, no Pau Gasol, no Shaquille O'Neal, no Wilt Chamberlain, no Gail Goodrich. They're not Laker greats, according to Rick Bucher.
So that means like, they only got like, that means you only got like 3 Laker greats ever or
My
something,
goodness,
right?
dude. Like, thank you.
The fact that you're still left with anybody, if that's your criteria, says something about this franchise.
We got to start cutting these microphone wires.
Cappy, you were at the game last night. What was the vibe?
Oh, dude, it was awesome.
That
man.
was an unbelievable game.
All right, so this is going to sound a little extreme, I think, but like to say it's a playoff atmosphere is one thing. Can I take it up a notch? Last night felt like, dare I even say, an NBA Finals game. I mean, only because.
I mean, relax.
I
dude.
mean, only because. Listen, you have like Dodgers, Yankees, right? New York, L.A. You had Lakers, Knicks. You had star players. You had celebrities all over the court.
Yeah.
And there was a great game that went to overtime. Where, by the way, I mean, I thought the Lakers were going to get killed, especially in the second quarter.
Yeah.
It had everything. So for me, I thought it was like one of the best regular season games I've ever been to.
It's the first game in a while that they've had to, claw back in the fourth quarter. They've generally played from ahead over this long stretch of success. And last night they did play from behind, and it was there. By the way, Gabe Vincent was terrific in that fourth quarter.
Incredible.
He had 3 threes, and he's our best on-ball defender right now. I think he is really after being on the injured list for such a long time, we'd all written him off, and now he's such a big contributor.
So, Cappy, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you were at an NBA Finals game?
Ooh, it's been a while. It has definitely been a while. Lakers, probably Sixers, going back to way back.
Wow, the one the Lakers won 4-1. You're going way back.
It's going way back.
I mean, so in other words, it's been 25 years basically since you've been at an NBA Finals game, and you thought a Knicks regular season game was equivalent to an NBA Finals game.
Hold on a second.
Atmosphere-wise,
hold on a second. I know you're in the league, and I know that you go to all these games. Mace, when was the last time you were at an NBA Finals game?
2010, the last time the Lakers were in the NBA Finals.
O'Shea, how about
It's
yourself?
a lot sooner.
Okay, it's 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, 2010 because I couldn't go to 2020 when we were last
Right.
in the finals.
So-
against the Heat,
No
Sedano.
matter how many times he told people he was Markieff Morris. They didn't believe it.
So, yeah, I mean, it's been 15 years for you. It's been over 20 years for me. But, George, I guess what I'm saying is that unlike another game, whether it was a Dallas or an Oklahoma City or any of these other big games that have happened over the last couple of years where there's been milestones, I'm just saying that the New York, L.A., the East Coast, West Coast, the Eastern Conference, the Western Conference, all the celebrities sitting courtside, it just had a totally different buzz last night.
And I think a lot of that is because Knicks fans always pile in. They're always deep in the crowd. And when the Knicks score, you hear a
big
roar
time.
from the crowd. But I think the key pivotal point, Mace, that changed the game was our guy, Kobe fan, Michael Ball hit
we had Michael Ball hit that half-court shot.
That was
the
incredible.
place, I've been there when that happens. It just the place explodes.
Did you have him on today?
We had him on a little while
that
ago.
was
Yeah,
great.
he was terrific.
Oh, my God, it was great.
And he had the Kobe tattoo.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
I didn't
he had
see
a
that.
Kobe tattoo he showed off.
But even like the whole night, like I don't know who the guy was that sang the national anthem. I don't know if anybody was in for the national anthem last night. Dude, the anthem last night was out of this world. And I know you don't usually come on the next day and go, hey, did you hear the anthem? I'm telling you, like from the start, from the anthem till the end of overtime with the guy hitting the $100,000
Yeah,
shot.
right.
Just the whole
That's a full
night was crazy.
Yeah,
Full night.
it sounds like NBA Finals atmosphere to me, George.
It was very finals, very finalsy, very finalsy.
I'm sure it was.
Had that vibe. The New York celebrity, I saw Spike Lee. I saw Larry David there.
Ben Stiller was there.
I didn't see Ben Stiller.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw a shot of him behind one of the baskets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's also part of the Knicks, right? Because you get so many New York-based celebrities who either fly out or live here. Just like that's a big part of the whole atmosphere.
Yeah. So Cappy, I'm glad you were there and glad you were part of that.
It was a lot of fun, but it's funny you say, O'Shea, about the Knicks fans being so vocal. So I was up in the 710 suite last night.
Yep.
Mace, it was going off.
I believe it.
It needed you, though,
Big
brother.
night.
It needed you.
I couldn't make it last night.
But it was a little weird because if there were, I'm just going to say 20 people in there, I'd say 7 or 8 of them were Knicks fans. And they were loud, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I was like turning around going, bro, really? Like, come on, man. But yeah, they were loud last night, even in the suite.
Yeah.
So-
Good.
We got to start banning people, bro.
I mean,
we really need to get ahead of this.
Yeah. You can create a student section like the Clippers did.
Right, where you can't sit down. That's really helpful.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, the student section.
It's
yeah.
not working out for him.
Wins and losses, maybe not so much. It's a cool visual, I'll say that.
Yeah, it is cool
was great
visual.
for
Cool
wrestling.
visual.
Yeah.
Whole building.
Was it great for wrestling?
It was great for wrestling.
It's a great building. Just nobody's going there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Intuit Dome, but you can't find nobody to go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's how it is, bro. Go
like
Lakers.
that.
Lakers
I
are
like
that.
Are you going to AEW or are you only a WWE fan?
I mean, I love wrestling. I'm trying to figure out how I can get over there to Revolution. I know a lot of people over at AEW. I went last night to the Queen of the Ring movie premiere where it's got a lot of AEW stars. So anytime I could go to wrestling for free,
I was
I'll
about
go.
to say, that whole lead up was all subtext was getting there for free.
Right,
It
for
was
free.
like you could go buy a ticket.
No,
like
I
that you
definitely
could
could,
do,
but
you're not doing that.
I just, I got a daughter. I'm a single black father. I can't be spending money on frivolous things.
And Mace, when AJ and Big Justice came walking into the studio and they crashed
the Costco
show,
guys.
did you know who they were?
Yeah, of course.
Did I hear you say
they're a
you've never
viral
been in a
sensation.
Costco?
I've never been to a Costco.
Come on,
Really?
Never have been to a Costco.
What's worse,
But
you
I
never
knew who
been
the
to a
Costco guys were.
I knew because those guys are viral. They're
They're
everywhere,
viral.
like
He's
the
been on
Riddler.
internet. He just ain't
I've been to
Costco.
Costco and had no flipping clue who those people were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Costco guys are legit viral, and so is obviously the Rizzlers everywhere.
The
too.
Rizzler. Although I was shocked until recently learning that the Rizzler's not actually related to Big AJ and Big Justice. Like I thought he was part of the family. He was like a friend or friend of a friend who like showed up in a video and like became a thing after that. You know?
Yeah, no, I've never been to a Costco. I've tried to join, and I cannot get a membership to Costco.
You should do it.
Wait, what do you mean you can't get a membership?
Well, don't you have to apply to be a member at
warrants,
Costco?
bro.
Do you not?
You're breathing. You have a pulse. Like,
Do they take any? Don't you have to pay like an admission fee at Costco?
You have a membership fee every year.
It's not like becoming a Freemason. It's
how much is it to join Costco?
You're
Depends.
breathing. And
There's two different kinds of memberships, right?
yeah, there's multiple levels of membership. I mean, you should do it just for the gas. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I guess
No, don't do that.
I guess
Don't
this
do that.
weekend I've got something to do.
Yeah.